and a very good evening to you. I am Griffin Epstein, and it is a very special senior night for the Petaluma High School varsity football team. We have just gotten the start of the senior ceremony. We're going to let you listen in. We've got Justin Turner, Troy Davis, Riley Wisman, and Griffin Sizemore. We're going to let you listen in on the PA announcer.
His favorite football memory is Egg Bowl 2017. Then we have number 9, Justin Wahlberg. He's escorted by his parents, Mona and Steve. His brother, Mark. Justin is our quarterback and has played for the Trojans for 3 years. His favorite football memory were beating Casa in the Egg Bowl and coming back from 20 points down to beat Terra Linda. He plans to attend a 4-year college in California after high school. He would like to thank all of his friends, family, fans, and coaches for a great high school run. Then we have number 10, Isaiah Blomgren. He is accompanied by his parents, Peggy and Carl. Isaiah has played wide receiver for 4 years for the Trojans. His favorite football memory was beating Casa in the Egg Bowl. He plans to go to Mount St. Mary's to play Division I lacrosse and major in computer science. He wants to thank his parents for supporting him through 4 years of football. Then we have number 11, Justin Solerano. He's escorted by his parents, Lisa and Armando. Justin has played 4 years as defensive end and wide receiver for the Trojans. His favorite football memory is beating Casa in the Egg Bowl. He plans to go to Blue Mountain State and major in ornamental horticulture. Then we have number 12, Hayden Thaler. He's escorted by Dan and Steve Thaler. He's played tight end and linebacker for the Trojans for 2 years. His favorite memory is beating Casa in the Egg Bowl. He plans to attend a 4-year university and major in business. We have number 15, Robert Holmes. He's accompanied by his mom, Brandy Holmes, and his uncle, Ty Nesbitt. Sabrina, Justin, Scarlett, and Lorenzo Holmes, and his girlfriend, Ruby. He has played tight end and cornerback for 2 years for the Trojans. His favorite memory is getting first team All-Scout and being accepted as part of the Trojan family after transferring. He plans to attend Cuesta College for 2 years, then transfer to USC or Cal Poly and major in kinesiology. Then we have number 21, Jacob Ralston. He's escorted by his Aunt Emily, his Uncle Chris, and his grandparents, Gloria and Dave. Jacob has played 4 years for the Trojans as fullback and outside linebacker. His favorite memory is from freshman year playing Windsor when he got a 93-yard pick six for his mom. He plans to attend a 4-year college and major in kinesiology. He'd like to thank his family for all the support through the past 3 years, especially his grandparents for driving 3 hours every weekend to watch him play. Don't forget about 38 fullback toss, Potty. Now we have number 22, Dominic Ayers. He's accompanied by his parents, Lillian and Wade, his sister, Monique, his nieces, Callie and Kylie, and Nani. Dominic has played for 4 years for the Trojans as fullback and outside linebacker. His favorite memories are beating Casa in the Egg Bowl, his pick six against Sonoma, and the post-game chant he started his sophomore year. He will be attending SRJC after high school. He would like to thank his family for supporting him in all of his sports, and Coach Stanley for shaping him into the athlete he is today. One last shout out to his Nani for being one tough, supported woman. Now we have Lars Tennyson. He's our chief hydration specialist. He's escorted by his mom, Carolyn, and stepdad, John. Lars has been the Trojans' water specialist this season, keeping all of the Trojan players hydrated at every game. He will be attending SRJC next year. Lars really likes to help and be useful to the team. He would especially like to thank Coach Chris for making this season such a great experience and for the inclusiveness he felt from all of his Trojan teammates. Cheerleader escorted by her parents, Sherry and Jerry. She's been cheering for 3 years, and her favorite memory is winning first place at nationals and getting the national championship backpacks. She's going to SRJC and transferring to San Diego State University to pursue a medical career in anesthesiology. She'd like to thank her wonderful coach, Kristen Ballard, for getting her to rejoin cheer this year. It's been really fun and amazing sport. It's made her high school experience so much better. We have another cheerleader, Kylie McCorkle. She's accompanied by her mom, Chris, and her brother, Trenton. She has cheered for the Trojans for 4 years. Her favorite memory is freshman year and the feeling of pure joy and accomplishment as we were announced official state champions. She plans to attend SRJC, then transfer to the University of Florida to major in criminology. She wants to thank her parents for always supporting her and her coach, Kristen, for being an amazing mentor. Another cheerleader.
Can one of you guys switch? Can you just hold it by so come.
I'm just holding this. Okay. Yeah.
She plans to attend a 4-year college and major in kinesiology. She wants to thank her parents, grandparents, and coaches for supporting everything she does. Now we have number 25, Alex Sanchez. He's accompanied by his parents, Ophelia and Sergio. He's played for the Trojans as fullback and defensive tackle for 4 years. His favorite memory is dancing before our football games. He plans to attend the police academy and major in criminal justice. He'd like to thank his barber for giving him a fresh cut before games, and to thank Coach Crudo for always giving him a hard time. Now we have number 30, Carter Lewis. He's escorted by his mom, Jennifer Lou, and his dad, Rob Lewis. Carter has played 4 years for the Trojans as a corner and wide receiver. His favorite football memory is his pick 6 against Pioneer his junior year. He plans to attend CSU or UNR and major in aeronautical engineering. He's glad to have his parents' support and wants to thank his coaches for teaching him to give 100% effort no matter what. Now we have number 32, Eric Diaz. He's accompanied by his parents, Claudia and Ramon, and his niece, Camelia Diaz. Eric has played running back and defensive back for the Trojans for the past 4 years. His favorite memory is his first pick 6 against El Molino. He plans to attend college after high school. He wants to thank Hawk for being a great guy. Now we have number 55, Dominic Pignata. He's escorted by his parents, Tanya and Dan. He's played for the Trojans for 3 years as fullback and middle linebacker. His favorite memory is on defense, holding the ball carrier up and waiting for Jacob to hit him, and also the Egg Bowl win. He plans to attend Humboldt State and major in forestry. He'd like to thank the program for helping him in football, coaching him, and overall having fun. The players are great, the memories are fun, and the hits were hard. Now we have number 56, Jacob Cybulski. He's accompanied by his dad, Glenn, and sister, Jenna. He's played left guard and defensive tackle for 3 years for the Trojans. His favorite memory is beating Casa in the Egg Bowl. It was just the most amazing game and very emotional. He's not sure what his plans are after high school. He hopes it's something he loves doing. He wants to thank all of the coaches he's had from Panthers through PHS, his friends and family for making him a better player throughout his school years. Now number 60, Xavier Crysdale. He's escorted by his parents, Alice and Matt. He's played offensive tackle for the Trojans for 4 years. His favorite football memories are his tackles on every kickoff. He plans to attend a 4-year college and major in computer science and minor in business. He loves every day of football, even the conditioning. Now on to number 70, Luke Haggard. He's escorted by his parents, Carrie and Eric. He's played 4 years for the Trojans as defensive end and left tackle. His favorite football memory is getting all Empire left tackle his junior year. He plans to attend SRJC and major in aerospace engineering. Number 73, Austin Hawkins. He's accompanied by his parents, Kimberly and Chad, and his sisters, Brianna and Addison. Austin has played defensive tackle and guard for the Trojans for 3 years. His favorite football memories are beating Casa freshman year and again senior year in the Egg Bowl. He plans to attend CSU and study sociology. He wants to thank his parents and grandparents for coming out and supporting him every game. Number 74, Fernando Marshall. He's escorted by his parents, Lulu and John. He has played defensive tackle and tackle for the Trojans for 2 years. His favorite football memory is when Xavier took a burrito out of the toiletries bag and asked, "Hey, anybody want a burrito?" He wants to attend SRJC and then transfer to a 4-year college and study computer science. Now we have number 76, Michael Barebold. Is accompanied by his parents, Terry and Kevin, and his brothers, Tyler and Kyle. He has played for the Trojans for 4 years as guard and defensive tackle. His favorite memories are tipping the screen pass to Dominic Ayers to help with the Terra Linda game this year, and winning the Egg Bowl against Casa. He plans to attend SRJC and a 4-year CSU to major in communications. He'd like to thank his parents and brothers for their support. Thanks to the coaches for helping him become a better football player and a better person. Number 77, True Overton. He's escorted by his parents, Amanda and Chris. He's played defensive end and offensive line for 4 years for the Trojans. His favorite football memory is beating Casa in the Egg Bowl. True plans to attend Butte College and major in welding. He'd like to thank his family and coaches for supporting him. Congratulations to all of our PH Trojan seniors.
And that is all 24 seniors introduced.
We'd like to also send our gratitude to the seniors that play on our opposing team tonight, the Lobos. Thank you for your support to your football program.
So currently, also congratulating the Elsie Allen seniors. Coming up next, Laura Sandoval, a member of our Trojan Live team, will be singing the national anthem and then kickoff as Petaluma High takes on the Elsie Allen Lobos in what should be a very exciting game. I'm guessing, let's try that. And the Trojans are looking, will be their final game of the regular season. Cooper, you want to put on your mic?
Oh, yeah, I know.
The Trojans are looking to finish second in SCL this season. They are They have 24 seniors, as we mentioned, along with some cheerleaders and a really nice ceremony. We're just a few minutes away from kickoff. I'm sorry? What?
Okay, it's better. Never mind.
And the Trojans are 7-1 on the year. They are 3-1 in SCL and a victory, and they can finish in second outright in SCL. Their only blemish on the season, a loss to Annalee, and they have a terrific offense. Cooper Woods is going to join me in just a moment. And a special night. It is also homecoming tonight, and we are so excited to bring this to you from Casa Grande's field. The Trojans will have a bye next week, and then it'll be the NCS playoffs. We'll talk a little bit more of that later. Of course, the big thing, honoring those 24 seniors, a really nice ceremony, and then kickoff coming up soon, also homecoming. So many alumni here after the Trojans' homecoming game was canceled. And good evening, Cooper. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, and yourself?
Wonderful. So excited to see the Trojans. This could be their 8th victory of the year. And Elsie Allen, it's going to be their last game of the year, so we know they're going to play very hard too. Elsie Allen got its first victory this season after a 37 straight game losing streak. So they're now 1-5 on the year. They're 0-3 in league, but they have played teams close. With the exception of Sonoma Valley, they played Healdsburg close, and they played Pioneer very close. So this is a experienced team on Elsie Allen, and they should play the Trojans close. But the Petaluma Trojans have also played very well recently. They crushed a good El Molino team last Friday. That was an impressive victory.
Very
Yeah.
hard players.
And also a lot of pomp and circumstance tonight, Cooper. Obviously, homecoming and senior night all melded into one, and this means a lot for everyone, doesn't it?
Especially for the seniors, because it's senior night, and because it's their last homecoming of
Right.
high school.
And so the Trojans' homecoming was scheduled for 2 weeks ago against Healdsburg. That game was canceled due to the tragic Sonoma County and Napa County fires. That game will not be made up, so that is why we're going to have homecoming and senior night all into one. It's still flashing red, so I hope I'm not a little loud. Maybe turn me down a little bit.
I was looking at the thing.
Is it the USB's high, right? That's the problem. The USB's too high. Now it'll be better.
Yeah, it was also like
should be much-
It was also like that when you were talking
Okay,
to the
now it
person,
That should be much better.
or when you
I
were
think.
listening to the person. It was in the red the whole time. So I was like,
Oh, God.
yikes. Yeah.
All right. I'm hoping that will be a little
Yeah.
better for sound.
Yeah.
And so the Trojans, with their final regular season game, and you're going to see a lot of rushing tonight. Why don't we put it on us? So let's take a seat, and then
Is it gonna?
what? So switch it. So me and you're going to see me and Cooper on this a rather chilly Saturday evening. We are playing on Saturday with the Trojans' entire season being at the Casa Grande Field due
Let's
to
check the temperature.
Due to Ellison Field under construction. We're 15 minutes away from kickoff. Both teams are getting their final warm-ups in. It will be an emotional night as well. 54 degrees, and it's only going to get colder. A nice light wind blowing in. It's been a strange... Are we on us? Can we get on us?
Yeah,
On us.
right there.
You tap the screen there.
Just tap it.
All right, we're on us. Griffin Epstein here.
Cooper Woods.
And very glad to bring you the final home regular season game of the season. The Trojans have played their entire season here at Casa Grande due to Ellison Field under construction. But it's been a good host, hasn't it, Cooper?
Yeah, it really has. It really has.
And the Trojans are undefeated on this field this year. They're only lost to Annalee, and they have an
Really?
electric offense.
What are they in league?
Hmm?
What are they in league?
So in league, they are 3-1. A victory today, and they will finish second all alone, a game behind an Annalee team. They did lose in that Annalee game, but even in that game, they scored a lot of points. They have scored 49 points or more in every single game except for two. The Annalee game, where they put up 32 points in the Casa Grande Egg Bowl, really the highlight of the season, the 20-14 victory there. They fell to Annalee 48-32. It's an electric offense, and you're going to see a lot of players on the gridiron that the Trojans are going to dearly miss next year. They have been so pivotal, this class, to the last 2 years. They're taking a huddle. The other thing to watch, it's going to be emotional tonight. Their final game, even if it's not a real home game, it's in Petaluma. It's their home. They're going to be on the road for NCL, so almost certainly. So this is it. This is everything for a really good team last year, and the class has come back. You're going to see Jacob Ralston. He's going to be the starting running back. Dominic Ayers will back him up. The Trojans have 2,888 yards on the year. That is pretty good. 2,605 rushing yards. And they have been so good rushing the football with really 4 running backs. Along with them, Garrett Freitas, who will return next year, the one big junior, and along with, we're not having the up-top camera right now? All right. Well, we're going to be on us for a while. And along with Justin Turner, you'll also see too. Yeah, if that cam's on, we could use that for now. Yeah. Would you be able to run it, Kaylee, right now? Cool. Okay. Oh, yeah, get a badge. So a lot of excitement, and the band is here tonight, Cooper.
Wow, I think this is the perfect game to be here for band because, like we've said multiple times, it's homecoming and senior night, so seniors will be very happy and everyone attending homecoming.
It's emotional. It's big. Should have a lot of alumni here as well to support on the Trojans. Through the passing game, we've seen an interesting trend the last few games. Early in the season, it was just Justin Wolbert, and they mostly could go on the ground and win, but especially when they went to Annalee locked down on that passing game, and they forced them to run, and Wolbert's arm looked really spotty, and that allowed Cole Powers to get in at quarterback, and they shared duties against Piner, against Annalee. Oh, Matt is showing off his athleticism right now. He's got you're on in the screen right now. Your shoes are at least. So, anyways, they shared. They really shared the duties in those games, including the Sonoma game. But last game against El Molino, we talked about El Molino's going to finish third in SCL, a really strong team. Justin Wolbert finally showed maybe he's got that passing arm back. He looked really good. He kept on connecting with Isaiah Blomgren, who leads the team with 9 catches, 153 yards on the season. And that's going to be a big thing to watch tonight. Was that a fluke, or is Wolbert's arm there? Because that's going to be huge for NCS.
Yeah. Especially, and for tonight's game, of course.
And you don't want to become that one-dimensional running team because it might work against some of the teams in SCL, but it will not work against NCS. And they might be facing Annalee in NCS. It might be a strong East Bay team. It could be Eureka. I hope not. That's going to be a really long car drive, but we'll see. And that announcement comes in 2 weeks. How long is the car drive? To Eureka?
Yeah.
Long. Too long that we should not ever have to travel there.
Should we check?
No, it's okay. Speaking of traveling, this is actually another historic thing. The Trojans have played in SCL for 90 years, but tonight we'll be there 90. About big, give or take. It was in the 20s. 9-0.
Wow.
But it is a really historic night. They will not be in SCL next year. SCL will not exist next year due to the league realignment. The Trojans will be in league with Casa, Sonoma, American Canyon, Justin Siena, Napa, and Vintage. So that will really change things. And obviously, a big thing, they've been in SCL for so long, and many of these same teams, Elsie, Piner, obviously there was some changes, but yeah. And for all sports, that's huge.
Yeah.
And everyone else here on our Trojan Live team doing a great job. Who else do we have here?
We have Jamie Cantieri, Laura Sandoval. She's singing the national anthem.
Coming up in a few minutes.
Matthew Columba. Kaylee Smith.
Yeah. There's Matt doing his due diligence. We're trying to get the up top camera, and there's Laura Sandoval, the singing star, about to sing the national anthem. Yeah, I have. You sung in. Remember when you sung in the studio?
I see the studio all the time.
And we broadcast all the home games next year. Obviously, the seniors will be gone, but we're gonna have that artificial turf, the new field. We'll be back on Brazil's patio, and your head's blocking me. But we will be live again. So it'll be really exciting.
Heck
It'll be in your area. We want to hear you.
Yes.
Everyone deserves to hear Laura. And so should be an exciting game tonight with a lot of pomp and circumstance and just a lot of stuff. Really, the senior ceremony was really nice for the players, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I liked the balloons that they added. That's nice. And I liked how they walked with their families, and some of them were huge and some of them were 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
So.
And 24 seniors. I think I mentioned that already.
Yeah.
Last year was just they lost 11. No, but now they can't see us. Okay, you can't see us momentarily. Oh, we're on the field. Okay, cool. So 24 seniors, and the majority of them so influential. That's the other thing tonight. It's tonight to remember them, commemorate them. Obviously, the cost of it, I think, when Petaluma looks back on this team, they're going to remember that Egg Bowl victory, the renewal of the Egg Bowl 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Or 5-year dormancy of the Egg Bowl, then renewed this year, and that thrilling 20-14 victory.
Yeah.
But this team has only lost to Annalee in league. all the way since these guys were freshmen. So
That's pretty good.
they have been dominant in this league. Besides Italy, that's been the nemesis. They're gonna have to try to beat them in another sport.
Yeah. I think they'll be able to beat
We
them.
hope so. The basketball team, the baseball team, we will see. But this
The swim team.
we'll see. The swim team's one of our youngest teams on campus. But
Yeah.
certainly a class with a lot of very talented young men on the squad. And you'll see that in both basketball and baseball as well.
Yeah. And we'll be able to live stream
We'll be live streaming that
the
as well. Yep.
basketball.
And we're getting that up top camera back for you. So the Trojans ranked 4,200 in the country.
Out of how many?
329 in the state. And currently Max Preps project them 11 in NCS. We'll ask Coach Christ after the game his ideas on where they think they're seated in NCS. He said 8 to 10. If they are 8, which would be a surprise, that would probably mean getting seated over Annalee, which would be strange, but we'll see. If they are seated 8, they would get a home game here at Casa, their de facto home field. Everything else would be on the road. That will be either November 10th or November 11th, and we will certainly be there covering it with a limited broadcast if it's on the road, but we'll be there covering that as well. A few other seniors to mention. Obviously, you heard the whole ceremony. Luke Haggard, he's the captain of this squad, and we're going to have the captains meet at midfield in a moment.
I can see them clearly.
One of the two do it. And Haggard, all Redwood Empire, offensive. No, leave that there, Jamie, please.
But then there's
No, because I can see the field. I think that's better. Just leave it there.
maybe they should put it right behind us.
I mean, we could move it, but then it's in the way. Anyways, Haggard, a huge player. You'll see Xavier Crysdale as well. Are we back on top, or where are we at right now?
We're on the scoreboard because it's kind of down to 5.
Can we? Oh no. Okay. Here, I will help you. Yep, there's the scoreboard. All right, back on top, and then we're gonna put picture. Oh, and it went off. Right when I touched it too. That was pretty cool. Okay, now we got picture in picture. We're on the field. What? Hopefully Matthew's fixing. Is Matthew up top? Can you check? Okay, he's probably fixing it, so let's not worry about it. All right, 3 minutes away from kickoff. Laura's just a moment away from singing the national anthem. This might be the most exciting moment of the night, Laura. You ready?
Yeah.
She's got the nerves too, as much as these football players do. One final regular season night under the lights for so many. The team captains, we mentioned Ayers, we mentioned Ralston, the really heart and soul of this Trojan team. Luke Haggard will be all Redwood Empire, offensive line and defensive line again. He leads the team in sacks, tied for the lead in tackles. And the other captain, Riley Wisman, he is the captain of the secondary. Let's listen to PA announcer Matthew Baldwin.
For the Trojans, Riley Wisman, Jacob Ralston, Dominic Ayers, and Luke Haggard.
So they are flipping the coin right now, and we'll see who gets it first. Also the cheerleaders here in full force, along with the band, and packed stands, a full student section. Very excited for tonight. And it will be Trojans will receive, Elsie defers, and you'll see the lineup the way they are going.
Everyone, please rise and remove your caps.
Time for the national anthem.
Our national anthem. Tonight will be sung by
I just wanted to make sure
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad streets and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallant. cold banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A fantastic rendition of the national anthem by Laura Sandoval, a member of our Trojan Live team. And she's in choir. She's going to go far with that voice and her acting as well. Congratulations. Oh, I'm way too loud right now. Congratulations. I'm sorry. I was just like screaming there. Okay. All right. Great job, Laura. All right. We are ready for opening kickoff. We got the up top cam going. All right. We got.
Can you guys hear
cheerleaders are
me?
here, band is here. We are all ready to go. And an exciting final night
I need some tissues.
here at the Casa Grande Field. We appreciate you for joining us. If you want to watch any of the other football games, you can always go back.
They're all great,
Here
obviously.
we're here. Onto the field they go. We'll certainly be watching the nerves at first for the majority of this team's seniors, but there are some juniors on the squad, and also a few sophomores have been called up, Cooper.
Really?
From the JV team with their season over. You should be seeing them tonight, maybe in the second half.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So that should be exciting, and then they are allowed to play tonight in an NCS.
Is it them right there?
Not exactly sure. Yeah. So
Like, do you know the names of them?
I did see. I do not know all their names, but some of them will be playing tonight. Others, though, all of them will be eligible by NCS. To kick it away for the Elsie Lobos, their penultimate game. They, I think I said last. My bad. They face Annalee next week to wrap up their year. But we mentioned they started the season defeating St. Vincent's 26-9. They fell to University Prep. They played Sonoma Valley close. They played Pioneer close, but lost. They played played Healdsburg Coast, blown out by Del Norte. But they have played everyone close. The band is here. They are going to be hoping to play the Fight On song a lot tonight for the Trojans. It's a low liner, and it's picked up by the dangerous Garrett Freitas. He's returned 2 touchdowns back for a season. He's down the right sideline.
Oh my.
And he is poked out at the 45, and a strong return by Garrett Freitas. Elsie Allen was not watching film there. You don't want to give it to Mr. Freitas. He's the most talented junior on this squad, and boy, he is speedy, athletic.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
He is second on the team in rushing.
In what?
In rushing.
Oh, I thought you said Russian, and I was like, what the heck?
He's not Russian. Russians are not good at football. 54 carries for Freitas, 508 yards, including 3 touchdowns returned by kickoff, and then he had 2 in a row in that first game of the season against Montgomery. Wolbert will hand it off up the middle, and that is Ralston up the middle of the senior. And there are a few more seniors probably in the starting lineup than normal to make sure they get in and play. Ralston, they'll give him a pickup of 5. Can we actually switch seats, Cooper?
Yes, yes indeed. Whoa.
Jamie Cantielli running tech tonight. Matthew Colombo up top of the camera and on the field camera as well. This is a toss to Freitas. They love the jet sweep. He sets a tackle. Now cuts back. Oh, what a fight.
He got it.
He moved him out of his shoes. Touchdown, Trojan.
Already.
Garrett, you're special. And the junior is showing off on senior night.
I don't see any nerves from him.
Well, the big thing is often the juniors need to pick up the seniors on senior night. And what a final juke that was. He literally made the Elsie Allen player fall down. Jamie, could you go quickly and ask Matt, or okay, could you ask who's ever filming to make sure to record?
Yeah, I think it says recording.
No, like.
On the field? Ask in the walkie-talkie.
No, on the. Up
Oh.
top. Who's up top? Just ask them. Just Simone.
Yeah.
Okay, ask her
Simon?
to record by hitting the side button. So the extra point there was good. No, you missed it actually. The extra point no good by Daxton Hogya. So that is his first missed extra point of the season.
His nerves are showing.
Maybe a little bit. He was perfect so far. Isaiah Blomgren, the other kicker, had missed one. Hogya was, let's see, 24 for 24 on PATs. Before that,
Wow.
his first miss of the year. However, I have to give credit for Daxton. He's one of the nicest people on the football team, and JSA was having a bake sale today, and he took one cookie. He gave us $5 for that.
Wow.
He is so generous. It's unbelievable. They understood?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a spider on my leg.
So the Trojans opened their first drive with a touchdown. That's exactly what you wanted to get this crowd going. And a great student section here tonight as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't see it.
They're down there.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. They are standing up.
they have heads.
Totally filled. They're into it.
Yeah. Always.
And so Hogya will get ready to kick it away.
Can't wait to have our own field.
It will be exciting, and it's been a wild ride for the seniors. Obviously, not having that true homecoming game. Excuse me, with the fire, having homecoming dance moved. It's a lot of
Right.
things, a lot of adversity to fight through, and yet this has been one of the best seasons for the Trojans in long memory.
Yeah.
The band, after playing Fight On, will drum away. Hogya to send it away. Elsie will get its first offensive possession, looking to answer. They have a strong offense. That is
Oof, that's rough. Spiderweb.
That is
touching my leg.
Niles DeCruz, the junior running back who fielded it and tried to run backwards. Not exactly sure why. There was nowhere to go there. And Jacob Ralston made a tackle, and you're going to see a lot of them tonight for Mr. Ralston. As we mentioned, the emotional leader of the Trojans, 23 tackles on the year, 3 assists, a sack,
Wow.
and 3 picks.
Did you write this all up yourself?
I did.
Wow. Good job. That's going to change.
So Elsie will move quickly to the line.
Oh, did you
Their
highlight all
quarterback
the...
is Diego Mendoza. He was also quarterbacking them last year, and he can run, and he shows it there, but only gets 2 yards as he heads out wide. The coach for the Lobos is Derek Hester, and he's done a really good job. His third year in control in the commands for the Lobos, and he got a victory, and they've seen steady improvement. They were getting blown out by everybody a few years ago, but they're being competitive and a lot better for a school that is severely underserved and was also affected by the recent fires.
Sorry, I was reading the chart.
It is engrossing. So Medina was able to put up 21 points last year.
Whoa, wait.
In the Trojans' 65-21 victory in Santa Rosa. And make sure also on. Oh, no one's running it?
No, Simone is, but
Okay. Also down. Make sure to switch onto the field sometimes if the angle's good, Jamie. It's up to you, but like. Okay, cool.
There's 37 on the team, and 24 are leaving.
Yeah, so 37, not counting the JV players that are going to be called up, but 24 are gone after 11, just 11 gone
Jeez.
last year. So, yeah,
do you guys want anything from Snack Shack?
I'd love something. Mendina in the gun is their
Who?
pizza, and he will look to run, and a
there
strong one. He
pizza?
broke tackles, and he's going to pick up enough for the first down.
And Griffin.
So second first down, excuse me, for the Lobos, and they are out to the 36.
What
First
did-
down
what did they say?
and 10.
Ask again. Here, let
And
me
they
ask
will
it.
huddle. They'll take their time,
Let
but they
me
like
ask
to go quick to the line. And make sure to take your mic away.
Yeah, yeah.
In the I form of the Lobos, man comes in motion. Mendina takes the snap, and this is going to be a false start. Something else he can't allow, but this is a defense that has their weak spots, and they've shown it. It's a secondary that at times has really struggled. Annalee torched them, but Montgomery really picked on them early in the year. The strength of the defense is forcing turnovers, and that was how they pounced on Elsie Allen early and really got them down, as it's actually going to be an offsides on the Trojans, so it's going to be 1st and 5, and they forced 16 turnovers, 11 picks, 11 picks, and five fumbles forced and recovered. And they're looking in the secondary. Passes high was intended for Aguirre.
Matt, are you there?
And it is a smaller team for Elsie Allen. A big factor,
I'll
Cooper,
text Matt.
will be that they don't. Most players are gonna have to play every snap because they have less players on the team.
Oh, yeah.
And the Trojans have a full roster, so they can get rest. They have players like Wolbert who don't even play on defense. Mendina in the shaka. Man comes in motion. They'll give it to him. And Ralston, Freitas, Wisman were all in the area after a first down pickup. A nice shifty run by, that was Gatto. No, I'm sorry. It was Eric Shao, a senior. So Elsie Allen will have their senior night next weekend, but they are starting to run down their season. But they're playing methodical. Trojans often like to do that, but they do have the big plays with Freitas. But they don't want the offense in the Trojans' hands too much. There's no doubt about that. Medina will roll out right. He's getting chased from behind. Now he escapes and will head out of bounds. A really nice-looking run from Medina, who's looking really strong to start this game, Cooper. Mendoza. Diego Mendoza, he's showing he's got some good legs, and the Trojans are having trouble containing him so far.
Well, they'll figure it out.
They're going to rule him just short of the first, so this brings up a 2nd and 1 as we are approaching 8 minutes remaining to go. It is 6-0 Trojans here on both senior night and homecoming, just in a very emotional, important night for everyone involved. Medina on the gun, and they love this motion. They'll give it to that man, and he's bursting through the middle, and a shoestring tackle is made.
He did like a spin on the field
It
from
was
falling.
a fantastic tackle in the open field by Eric Diaz, his 12th tackle of the year, and he's very small, but he is very talented player.
What
After
number is he?
He 32. He saved the probably a touchdown there. Instead, just a 12-yard pickup down to the 35. And he had a huge fumble recovery. You might have remembered that in the Egg Bowl, and that was one of those 3 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Red zone stops the Trojans had. Again, Mendoza doing his Eli Manning impersonation, or Houdini, just bouncing around in the box, and then finally takes off, found a little hole, and it's an O-line that's done a strong job so far, giving him enough time. He picks up 2 yards, and it is going to be 2nd and 8 from the 33 of the Trojans, and a long drive, and they're keeping it out of the hands of the Trojan offense, which is so electric, and that's got to be the goal.
Has to be the goal.
Another handoff by the Lobos up the middle, and this time it's a short pickup, about 2. Was Aguirre again on the carry. You also see Jonathan Rubio, the senior. Those are their 2 good running backs, and Rubio had a strong game against the Trojans when they played last year, Cooper.
They did indeed. They did indeed. I remember them.
And the cheerleaders are also doing a strong job tonight.
Kinda. While practicing, they
I
may have
did-
dropped
apparently,
somebody.
That didn't sound good.
So.
Well, it looks like everyone's on their box. Oh, no.
And they
there
look
might-
like they're freezing, too. So.
It is getting chilly, and a light wind blowing across the field. That might have affected the PAT by Hogya. And that's there's some laundry on the field for you,
Yeah.
Cooper. That's not how you
Some
run
laundry.
offense. And the left guard there was started before everyone else. So Lobos will move 5 yards back, and it goes from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 12.
That's rough. That's really rough for them, honestly.
It is. It's an
But
offense
it's
that's
good for us.
It's an offense that's put up points even in their losses. They have put up 20 points in every single game they've played. So the Lobos, have shown some chance. That was tipped, and it will fall incomplete. It was good coverage by Nick Ayers to come
Does
over
this mean
and
anything,
make
Griff?
sure. Yes, it's low on battery.
Oh.
And it was the senior captain, Luke Haggard, who the Trojans are going to miss so much, as of stalwarts on both the O-line and the D-line. He tipped that pass, prevented it incomplete. Lobos have had a really nice drive, though, here. You're obviously too far from a field goal. This is go for it mode. An
Go for it
important play
mode?
go for it. They're going for it on 4th down. Important play here in the first quarter. Mendoza in the gun. Mendoza in the gun. And there's pressure this time. It was Ayers blitzing, but he's got a man downfield and a great play. Tipping it away was Isaiah Blomgren, the cornerback who leads the Trojans in 5 interceptions and also leads them in passes defense with 5. And that was a wonderful play there by Blomgren, as it was a nice looking throw by Mendoza, and
It was a pretty good throw.
it was Jonathan Rubio, the senior running back, who was broken free, and Blomgren just got a finger on it, and the Trojans will take over on downs. And the band sounded good tonight, aren't they?
Yeah.
Only 2 games with them here, but it's good to have them here. They're going to be at most of the games next year when we're
Yeah,
back at
and
home.
they've been practicing. Or they've been at a competition.
Yeah, they
well,
had a
most
marching
of them.
competition today.
Most of them.
Up the middle, a draw play there, and that was Jacob Ralston, who leads the Trojans in carries. They've gone away from him a little bit of late, just because teams have been so focused on stopping him. He was such a star early in the year, but he's really the vocal leader, and having that leader on the field is so huge. And
Yeah.
he provides it.
Yeah.
Coming into today, 452 rushing yards, but 85 carries. He is a bruising workhouse back. He's in the backfield again, behind Wolbert, who fakes and now looks for his favorite target, Blomgren, who we mentioned earlier leads the team in catches and yards, but a little behind him there, and he couldn't hold on to it. And that will bring up a 3rd down and 1 as the carry. It was a 9-yard pickup before by Ralston. And the Lobos looking to try to get the football back after they had a strong 5-minute drive. Already over 7 minutes elapsed here on this special
Really?
Saturday night.
It's already been 7 minutes.
Yes. This time it's Dominic Ayers, another senior. And they'll give it to Ayers, who breaks free, and he sheds another tackle, and it's now a foot race down the sideline. Dominic Ayers has scored. Touchdown, Trojans. And that was a great play by the offensive line.
Which one do you want?
I don't eat pepperoni. And
Can you take it off?
Ayers broke free, shedded a couple tackles, and he showed his fantastic speed. And the Trojans take a 13-0 lead after a big 3rd down play. Ayers' 2nd touchdown of the year, and he has really broken out into a star. He had a really strong game against Annalee when nothing went right up in Sebastopol, and the Trojans' only loss of the year. And you saw his speed and just outstanding play there to break free. Trojans will rush quickly, and now they're going to go for 2. Ralston is always the man, except Wolbert will fake it, and he goes in for the score, and the Trojans will get back that missed PAT. That's important. 14-0 now the score.
Really?
And what an impressive run by Dominic Ayers.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, yeah, she told me she couldn't make it. She texted me. So.
What about Gavin?
Gavin's down there.
Oh.
He just got here like 30 seconds ago.
He's not allowed to be on air, though.
Yeah.
So 14-0 the score. Do you want to put it back on us?
Hi.
Oh, it is.
Do you want a slice of pizza?
Now it is.
Do you want a slice
All
of
right,
pizza?
Cooper, it's on us right now.
Okay.
So a good start for the Trojans. You're seeing Elsie Allen's fight so far, Cooper.
Yeah.
But right now, just so athletic. You see Ayers, who the Trojans are going to miss, and Freitas, and you can contain them for only so long.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And that breakaway speed was very, very impressive.
Yeah, they definitely push the other team because
and
they
the
work
O-line,
so hard.
The O-line huge, and the Trojans are going to miss. They do get 2 returners, but the whole offensive line returned from last year, including most of them starting. We mentioned Luke Haggard. He's the left tackle. True Overton returned as the left guard. And while Daniel Zacarli was not starting, he was on the varsity team. And then Sambita and Crysdale on the right side were both starting. So they all really fell well bonded and can play as a group. And they have showed that this year, helping out their running backs so much. They've been off in the star. It's another squibber, and blown up is the Lobo after a strong kick. That was number 24, Colton
Is it still on
Prieto,
us?
with a strong kick, a junior. And Elsie will take
Do you
back
wanna
over after a strong
Do you want a slice of pizza?
first start.
Do you want to?
So it is 5 minutes remaining. Elsie will take over at the 36 of the Trojans. And a strong start by Diego
Huh?
Mendoza. And I do apologize for calling him Mendina, but it's just Tara Linda out of quarterback
Oh.
name. And downfield, and another great play by Isaiah Blomgren. He was falling over backwards. It was another strong throw. He was looking for the senior running back, Aguirre, and Blomgren got that hand up again. Another pass defense. He is showing off his athletic skill. You might have heard in the pregame festivities, the senior blanking on the name, senior ceremony. He is going to be attending Division I Mount St. Mary's in varsity lacrosse. He's a star in the
Wow.
varsity lacrosse team.
Wow.
So
Does he do any other sports besides
football and lacrosse, yeah, those are his things. Up the middle,
So we can't call him a
That's Rubio.
triathlete. Rip.
no, 9-yard pickup, but the Trojans have many triathletes on their team.
Yes. Like who?
Let's see, Colton Prieto does swimming too, right?
Yeah.
Along with wrestling and football.
Oh right.
I don't think just Cole Powers still play. Don't believe Cole Powers plays baseball anymore. A lot of two-sport athletes. Three's hard.
Yeah.
But
Swim.
there's probably a few others if I look down my list.
Year-round
Luke
swim.
Haggard,
yeah.
also a great shot putter on the track team.
Wow.
This time it's Aguirre who stretches for the first down line on the third down, and I don't think he got there. No, they're going to mark him about half a yard short. No, it shouldn't be. And that means that it will be 4th and 1, and I assume again for Elsie, this is a must go for it. You need points on the board now.
Do
They're putting a
indeed.
noble effort together. 4 minutes left, and when I made the mistake of asking Coach Chris about NCS after the El Molino game, and he shot me down. The focus was on Elsie Allen. The Trojans were not going to look past the Lobos. Mendoza does a little QB sneak, and I think he just found a hole large enough. It is indeed a first down,
Nice.
and they will move the sticks. So they will move to the 46. True Overton has done a very good job also on the defensive end, since he's on the O-line. Just another senior, and you're going to hear so many of them tonight that you heard in the senior ceremony. Overton with 26 tackles on the year. Mendoza rolling out, and a strong pass over the middle. It is complete. He's going to be just short of the first down
That
marker
looked
at
like
the
it
9.
hurt.
And
Kind of.
it was the numbers on Elsie Allen are in a light gray, contrasting to their white jerseys, except they don't contrast much, so it is very hard to read those
That
numbers.
is rough.
Very
honestly.
challenging. It was Alexis Pacheco, I believe, the sophomore with the catch, but I could be mistaken. My eyes deceive me often. Actually, they're going to rule it incomplete. They're going to say the ball hit the ground, so my bad. No complete catch.
First,
Another man comes in motion.
when you said sophomore, I was shocked, but then I was like, they don't have a JV team.
True, and that does mean that players can develop and they can have the big time early. So there could be an advantage to
Yeah.
that. That was Rubio, a 3-yard pickup, and that will bring up a third down. And they're going to call it about. It's going to be they. Oh wait. God, I'm bad at math. 7 yards. 3rd and 7. Jamie, can you run top camera? Well, get a jacket or something.
He's gonna do field for
Mendoza hands it off, and this is Rubio again who break one tackle and dive toward the first down marker. That's a rough spot. I thought he got there,
Yeah,
Cooper.
me too.
But
Nope, it's the 4th.
yeah, they're going to rule him about a yard short, so Elsie's 1 for 2 on 4th, and they're going to go for it again. But they are finding some room on the flanks. Good blocking
what?
on the flanks, the outside. Good-
Some rum?
On the outside, otherwise known as the flanks, FLANKS.
Yeah.
4th and 1. I have her number if you want.
I've been texting
Okay.
her, so
And Elsie with a long wait here, the play clock running down. But it's 14-0, a minute 50, and now the play clock was running too far down Elsie calls timeout. A pivotal play here, Cooper. And this Trojan defense has been tested so far. We're on us right now, by the way.
Yep.
Trojan defense has been tested so far by this Elsie Allen rushing attack, which is taking it outside and good blocking by the wide receivers. And the Trojan secondary a little bit inexperienced, a lot more juniors there, and they've gotten better, but not really used to that outside and tackling. And Elsie's found a weakness, and they've taken advantage of it. They've looked downfield as well, but how about Isaiah Blomgren? Those 2 pass breakups, really impressive. But if the Trojans can get the ball back on offense, they look unstoppable, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
And
Because-
certainly last year, with all the recorded school history, there was. Could you run up? Oh, okay, Matthew's back. Okay, could you run up top? Thank you. I have a jacket if anybody wants it. It's right there. Okay, wherever she is, she's welcome to use that.
Well, she, okay, yeah.
Although,
So here's the
she
huge
would be
fourth
the last
down.
person.
It's the heavy package into the Trojans will not let them get there.
Oof.
That was over before it started.
Yeah.
There were defenders in the
is
backfield.
it still on us?
It was Ralston and Alex Sanchez, a 5'8", 177-pound senior who's not gotten too much action this year, but he makes a huge tackle for loss there, Cooper. And the Trojans can take back over with the football. What an impressive show of strength, grit on that play. And
I just see another touchdown coming right now.
yeah, the heavy package did not work out there. So Trojans are waiting for the play call, and now Elsie Allen's going to have to try to find an answer for Ayers, Freitas, Ralston, who are just eluding defenders and literally making them fall over. There are no wide receivers. They're just going heavy package. There's not a really good reason to pass. It's going to be a handoff to Justin Turner. The fly sweep, they love that. He's picking up speed down the sidelines. One more man to beat, and they push him out at the 30-yard line.
I told you, I already see another touchdown coming our way.
A prophetic color analyst sitting aside me. I do love it. 407 rushing yards coming into the day.
Wow.
For Justin Turner, and he's one that can break one. He has fantastic speed out wide. A little bit different than Freitas, though, who really uses that athletic skill. For Turner, it's just that breakaway. He can turn on the Jets, and you saw it there. Barely was an Elsie Allen secondary able to pick it up, and Cole Powers has entered the game. So Wolbert took over the first 2 possessions, but they enter Powers, and the give up the middle, that was Ayers, who picks up about 3, and 2nd and 7. If you want a jacket, Kaylee, there's one right there. 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup by Ayers. And interesting to see Powers, and we talked about it, Elmo. Wolbert sort of looked like he re-solidified that job, but Trojans are leading, so you don't know if Coach wants to give Powers another chance what he's thinking here, because certainly this game is not out of control yet.
Yeah.
And it's been an interesting storyline, second half of the year. We'll look to see if they try to take a look at Powers' arm. They indeed do. He's looking for Blomgren, and it's a bolt to Blomgren. Touchdown, Trojans.
I told you. I saw it before it even...
Genius. And Cole Powers' arm looked pretty good there. Isaiah Blomgren on a slant round, and that was easy for the Trojans, whose offense looks completely unstoppable. It has been amazing all year long. Blomgren's 2nd touchdown of the season catching, and they are going to miss him because they have not had a lot of catching action by anybody not a senior this year. They might look to Nick Ayers. He leads the juniors in catching, the tight end. 3 catches for 28 yards. But some of the other wide receivers, Hoggia and Havard, have just not been able to find a connection. They'll try extra point with Hoggia, and that looks much better. Good to see from Daxton Hoggia, who also got a new
Did they make it?
He got a new haircut just like you today.
Wow. Really? Today?
Yeah, that was actually what he was doing when he came for our bake sale.
Oh,
He was
really?
going to get a haircut, came back, had a
That's
great new
around the time
haircut,
I got my haircut.
felt generous, and picked it up. Let's head it back on us. Thank you. And this Trojan offense, they look wonderful, don't they, Cooper?
Yeah, they really do, honestly.
And
Great. Wonderful.
the question is, if you can keep that passing game up, it's going to be hard for a defense like Annalee to stop them. It was when they started making mistakes and they became
Annalee?
Annalee. They became one-dimensional in that game. That their offense did slow down a little bit, but except for a spirited Casa effort, their offense has been electric pretty much every single game. And it's been a spectacle to see from that opening shootout against Montgomery. It has been so fun to cover this team.
I haven't seen Elmo past the 40 yet.
Elsie. you
Oh,
mean?
Elsie.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I haven't seen Elsie past the 40 yet.
Okay. Fine.
Is it on
Hogya?
us
No.
again? No.
Hogya will kick it away. This is Rubio, who's quickly brought down. And we mentioned turnovers by the defense have been really strong this year. Special teams have been big too. They have been really good on that facet. And when you play well in special teams, when you don't turn the ball over and make silly mistakes like penalties, and they had a lot of penalties early in the year, they've done better cutting back on that. And when your defense forces turnovers, it's hard to beat you.
Uh-huh. I
Hard to
agree.
shut them. So 21-0, and the Trojans are
Really?
off to a strong start offensively against the Lobos. The Lobos have gotten into Trojan territory on both their first two possessions, but just has not been enough with 45.3 remaining in this first quarter. Under pressure, but he's got a man, and it should have been intercepted. Oh, my. Well, Mendoza was under all sorts of pressure by Haggard again, and that was it 24 or 23? Actually, it was Eric Diaz, 32, who had his hands on that passes. Mendoza had to rush it, and great play by the defensive line again there with Haggard ready to give his friend a big hug.
That's a great terminology.
Ball on the ground. Oh, my. Oh, that was quite an
Oh.
adventure. I think the Trojans have picked on it. Well, I believe it is indeed Trojan ball. I believe it was Rubio who tried to get the handoff, couldn't handle it on this cold night, and then it was playing Butterfingers with it. It was bouncing all over the place, and it was Nick Ayers, who's the cousin of Dominic Ayers, by the way. The linebacker landed on it, and he has his first fumble recovery of the year. And the junior, we mentioned, he's also the punter. He's going to be one of the stars next year when all these seniors leave. He has had a strong season on defense.
One of the 13.
27 tackles on the year. The Trojans take back over. Wolbert has returned. This is Ralston. He breaks tackles, and he can just strut on into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Again? Another one?
Yeah, and your mic's a little far.
Oh.
You just cannot have those turnovers if you're Elsie Allen, and the O-line is pushing Elsie Allen backwards. It is 27-0. And does Matt? Can you ask Matt if make sure he's recording during the plays, Caleb, or through that? Yeah.
Having a bit of a rough time, Elsie.
Yeah, they've had a noble effort, and the band was all the way in Pleasanton today with their competition, but they have a good crowd out tonight.
They look great.
Yeah.
They're doing great.
Wow. They were 5:45 in the morning, and they're going to be here till 10 o'clock at night. That's rough.
Fun.
I've
Yeah,
done it before,
they
though,
had
I've
they
never
had
done
to be
August
on
is
the
good.
bus this morning at 6:30. They had to be on the bus by 6:30.
Yeah, I had an even earlier experience when we went to Chicago. We had to be there at 3 a.m.
Oh, for skills, we also had to be there at 3 a.m.
Yes. But if you go to
That was-
JSA, you don't have to take as long a car ride, so you get there at 7:30.
Really?
Sorry, should keep JSA stuff out of it, though. We did have a great bake sale today. So 28-0, and it's can't have turnovers. We talked about Trojan defense. They've continued to force turnovers. They want to do that against NCS next 2 weeks, and that was how they really. El Molino has a good offense, but they got El Molino really down in that game because of that. Can we had it back on us? No, back on the field. I can't talk. Matthew Kalama doing a good job. He's producing tonight and running the camera. And a great job by our crew all season long at the football games. We've had pretty much everyone in the class out to help it one or the other, and it's been a delightful experience. Hogya will send another one away. His fifth kickoff of the night. That leg is going to be getting tired soon. That is dropped, and then Elsie will be smart and not have the adventure like they did on the last possession. They'll just land on it. So Elsie will take over. They had 2 turnovers on downs after they got into Trojan territory, and then the fumble. But the Trojans' last few possessions have started to keep that QB spy on Mendoza and try to limit him. He's looked good out of the pocket. He's an athletic runner.
He is? He is indeed. I didn't mean to make that a question. I was trying to say he is. He is indeed, but it's fine. He is.
Man comes in motion, and they will give it. That is Rubio, and an athletic run, and then he is taken down.
Ooh, there is some laundry on the
5
field.
Cooper Woods has the eyes to spot that from everywhere. Oh, where's the
I have
free
20/20
Kleenex?
vision.
Is that free Kleenex? Wonderful.
Truly wonderful.
And it's on the
Then there's all
Trojans.
these. But these aren't used. I'm just holding
a
them.
late tackle. And that will be 15 yards, so that's a nice play for Elsie.
I keep feeling
They will
spider
move the
webs on my
sticks.
leg. It's not nice.
Is there any pizza without pepperoni?
Do you not like pepperoni?
I can't eat pepperoni. Elsie Allen will get back over in Trojan territory. 3rd time they've done it tonight. They just have not been able to finish their drives. They're gonna actually. This is gonna be the end of the first quarter.
Wow.
Final
Already.
score 28-0. Trojans
Is
on
that a
top.
bat?
And
That looks a lot like a bat.
where?
It just flew. It just.
Oh. Anyways, let's send it back on us. And Griffin Epstein here.
Cooper
and-
Woods.
And a fun evening so far with all
A
the
great
band.
evening.
Yeah. We got a lot of stuff going on. The band, the cheerleaders, student section, homecoming, senior night, and at halftime we're gonna be getting. Let's see, there will be no floats this year.
Oh, rip.
Those will be built later because of homecoming dance will be next Saturday, but. Float building will be So at Friday, what there's gonna be like a little community event. Can't do a parade because of the move homecoming.
Yeah.
But there'll be a community event after school, 3:00 on the blacktop, and that should be it.
His gain.
They look like they're both working. I see both of them.
Sorry, it's because you're talking so loud that I thought I could hear you in here. But
Oh, sorry.
He's
Anyways,
not talking that loud.
it's just that he's really close to it.
Oh yeah.
let's head back on the field. Elsie's gonna get the ball back in a wonderful rendition of September.
That's rough.
Medina looking, and he's got a man, and it is right through his hands. He just could not
Again?
hold on. The
Dang.
band didn't know to stop playing. They're just going to keep on playing through it. They sound so good, maybe they should just play the whole game.
Y-
At some
yeah.
point, the LC Allen coaches are going to get a little mad
Why is that?
because you want quiet during your snap, and the band is not officially allowed to play during it.
Oh,
But
they're playing.
they're doing a good job. Anyway, 2nd down and 10. What was I saying before that? Oh, yes, so the homecoming, now they're trying to whistle the band to stop, and now the refs are going to have to yell at them to stop because Elsie was getting mad. Mr. Eveland is running. Is that Mr. Eveland there?
I think so.
Yes, he is. He just forgot. He must be tired himself. It happens to everybody. And this is Rubio, who was dancing, but there was nowhere to go. He'd ran out of blockers by the time he got back to the line of scrimmage, and he's actually going to lose one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11. And Griffin Sizemore, good to see the senior out there making his 7th tackle of the season. So Friday night, it will be outside the gym in the blacktop. There are going to be floats and games and food. I think it should be a really fun community event.
I'm excited.
Yeah. And we were saying at halftime, we are going to learn the homecoming queen.
Oh, right. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
That is so
That's
true.
huge.
Humongous. Who do you think is going to win?
I don't want to endorse anyone, but Mendoza has his first completed pass of the day down to the 32. And that will
Smart.
bring up an LC Allen 1st down. I know Juliana Roper was nominated through cross country. I'm not sure I can even remember anyone else, but
She's also in band,
she's in band.
so that could
yeah.
be a great influence on her
that
votes.
would be, Juliana is a wonderful person.
Yeah.
So I can't remember any of the candidates. I bet they're all wonderful, but I know Juliana is a wonderful person, so she would definitely deserve that, and she's done a lot of hard work.
I agree. Brooke Simons was also
okay.
nominated. She's really nice. I've known her since 7th grade.
Her brother is a star on the tennis team. I have to
Yeah, that's how I know him or her.
Shedding tackles down to the 30 is Rubio, 4-yard pickup. And they're into the 30. They're farthest down the field. Yeah, sounds like a...
And the fog is coming in real fast.
Yes, and it is cooling down farther and farther, but hey, at least we're not in, like, Ohio where the high was 40 today.
That's rough,
It
honestly.
is supposed to rain next weekend, I've heard, though.
I'm so excited. It's supposed to actually feel like fall.
It is. It is not. It was 90 degrees on Wednesday at our cross-country meet. It was not okay.
I mean, it
Mendoza
feels
looking
fine
out
when
wide.
you're
He's got a
swimming.
man, and it was almost intercepted. Eric Diaz, get up there, little guy. He's only 5'7", and he's looking hurt, which
He's
is
only 5'7"?
unfortunate. He is very short.
How tall are you?
Short. I'm 6 feet. Diaz is short, and now he's hurt, so we'll hope he's okay. But he made a leaping play there as another good throw by Mendoza to break it up, and the Trojans' secondary has looked pretty strong tonight, and they need to be.
He truly has. I agree strongly.
So good to see the secondary improving. That's going to be key in the NCS game in 2 weeks. He'll come up under his own power. Coach Chris came out to check him, and what a great job head coach Rick Chris has done. He took over the team in 2010 from legendary coach Steve Ellison, and he's also running as double duty now as the athletic director this year after the last one was
Really?
fired. So he's has this hard job, and every year you always see the team improve so much, and that is the credit to a great head coach and also a great coaching staff with all the other members that they have.
My dad went to high school with his brother.
Wow.
Yeah,
The Chris are a legendary family here in Petaluma.
for sure.
So this will be 3rd down and 5.
It's the
Mendoza likes to run, and then that was just dropped. That was Lloyd, the senior, who had a lot of room, too, but he was thinking more about running before he could corral it. He can see the fog and the lights, and it is starting to really cool down. My partner here has lost it a little bit, and it's only the 2nd quarter. So I'm worried about him tonight. I hope he'll make it. He says he'll make it. Is your mic on?
It is now.
Oh, well. We
I turned it
apologize.
off while I was
4th
laughing.
down, and this looks like Elsie's going to go for it once again. They're 1 for 3. This is a pretty hilarious play, I would agree. Mendoza in the gun sends the man in motion, and they're going to give it. That is Rubio. Spinning, and he dives towards the pylon, and he's going to be a yard short. And the Trojans come up again, and Elsie continues to have nice drives, but they cannot convert on 4th down, and that's very problematic. And the cheerleaders for Elsie, you muted him. Elsie cheerleaders are also here as well. They are doing a very strong job tonight, aren't they, Cooper?
They really are. We're talking about the cheerleaders, correct?
For Elsie Allen.
Oh, yeah. They're a pretty big team, actually.
They
Compared
are,
to-
yeah. And our cheerleaders doing a wonderful
Let's see if
job.
they drop anyone.
They're going to pedal them up. Both teams will have a halftime performance, and we'll bring that to you.
Yeah, and they're both going to be good. And no people are going to be dropped.
That is Dominic. Oh, ball came out. Dominic Ayers, who. Oh, my goodness. Mute him again, please. Dominic Ayers, a 5-yard pickup, and he was then stripped of the ball, which was so hilarious for Cooper Woods. He was stripped of the ball, and Elsie Allen lands on it. So they return the favor. And the Trojans have had a fumble problem a little bit this year. We've seen Justin Woolward have some issues. He has 5 fumbles, and for Ayers, that was his second fumble of the season. So
Okay, you can. Sorry, I'm not laughing at the play.
Elsie Allen will take the ball back over, and they'll get another chance here pretty much from right where they were for the 4th down. Mendoza rolling out, and now he takes off running and shows his athleticism, cuts over to the other side of the field, and sheds another tackle from Trey Davis before heading out of bounds, and then we're going to have a late flag on the play, or as Cooper likes to say, a little bit of laundry.
Terminology that I learned from
And we'll see
the
what
one
the
and
play
only.
is, but I don't think that was holding because it was late. An impressive run. He probably ran about 40 yards, cutting back all the way to the other side. It's going to be a holding on Elsie. It was still enough for the first. It was after the first down, I believe. But an impressive play. And pizza. Pizza with that pepperoni.
Cheese pizza.
So they will roll a spot foul, so it will be a first down for Elsie Allen. They also made these really nice signs for each senior. You can see they're below the stands on the foray.
Is there 24, 2, 4, 6,
And
8, 10,
each player's got a
12,
picture, a little
14,
information.
16,
It's really nice. A
18,
lot of decorations have been put up.
There's
by
only 22. 2,
Maybe
4,
I was
6,
wrong. Ball was
8,
on the ground.
10,
It was picked
12,
up. It went right through the hands of Mendoza, and then
Yeah, there's only.
it was the fullback,
They're now booing. The
Rough.
band is now booing.
the junior, who picked it up.
I see Nicholas Dibley.
Oh, Nick Dibley, the assistant band director, and does a strong job. So this is going to be second down and a loss of 1, second and 11 for the Lobos. And we are approaching 9 minutes remaining here in
How
the
many?
9 minutes.
Oh, I
approaching
thought
the
you said
second half.
39. I was like, I
And,
don't think that's possible.
Don't want to miss the exciting halftime ceremonies. Also, you might see you can't see Coach Shanley on your screen, but he is retiring at the end of the year.
No.
Yes, he
No, he can't be.
This is Mendoza
No,
again
honestly.
running, and they bring him down. He picks
I
up a
protest.
3. It is very sad, but he has done a strong job. He's the strength and conditioning coach for the football team, and also a great teacher here.
He should retire when I graduate.
He is retiring this year, unfortunately.
That's so disappointing.
And yeah, he has left his mark, especially on the weight room, but the whole
Yeah.
school, and a really, really great leader. Why are we on us right now? Where is he? Is no one running camera anywhere? Yeah, can you go run it? Thank you. I'll put it on field once you get there. Yeah, actually, I'll just. Yeah. Okay. You can grab my coat if you'd like. Okay. So I'm sorry if no one was running camera for like the last few minutes, but sometimes you forget. If you can't see, it's Mendoza looking out wide, and it is intercepted by the Trojans.
Is it
It
on
is
us?
Riley. Is it Riley Wisman? It's hard. Really, I cannot see that.
Is it
No, it is Justin Turner who has the interception. No, I'm sorry. It's Jacob Ralston who has the interception. I can't see it all, but Ralston picked it off. Mendoza launched kind of showed off his gun on the third down, but he could not haul. It was a little underthrown. Ralston had perfect coverage, and he picked it off in the end zone. And Trojans will take over at the 20 as he smartly took a knee and elected not to take it out. So we do have that up top camera going for you. So 8 minutes remaining. Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
8 minutes remaining here, and it will be first and 10 from the 20 for the Trojans, already leading 28-0.
Should we
Back-to-back
try and change
turnovers.
the battery?
Maybe at halftime we'll do it.
Okay. Yeah.
And we have whistles before the snap, and it's going to be delay of game on the
Who
Trojans.
has the ball right now?
Took a little bit too much time. I'm sorry?
Who has the ball right now?
And I
The
have to
band
say, the band is
continues.
being enthusiastic tonight. They're booing the calls by the ref.
I think they definitely have the energy from the competition.
Yeah, the students are all standing, but they haven't been too loud tonight. I hope Luca DeBono is gonna make sure they pick it up. So this is Wolbert back in.
Is Luca even here?
Probably. He's the Trojan true leader. He leads the student
Oh,
section
really?
at all the games. Yeah. Wolbert with the QB take himself. 5 yards up the middle, and he actually leads the team in rushing. 559 rushing yards on the season, including 8 rushing touchdowns. So he is that double threat, and you can run the triple option really well when you have a rushing quarterback. Powers can rush too, but he's a little different. Wolbert a little bit of a bruiser. He's going to go in between the tackles. Powers is going to go outside the tackles, but he can be athletic in the open field. Also on basketball, as is Wolbert, this is Ralston. Oh, my goodness. He got thrown to the ground in a violent altercation, but it's enough for the first down out to the 31. And that wind and that fog is picking up now, and
it is
really cold, cooling down.
I say Frio. And it's cold. Did I say that right?
Hase Frio.
Do you
Perfecto.
do you say Ase or Hase?
Ase.
Okay,
You never
that-
pronounce the H in
Yeah,
Spanish.
that's what I said. Ase for you.
Spanish
Hase.
class you in?
Dos.
Dos. Yes.
Yeah.
Bueno.
I'm gonna take it at the JC over the summer, so then I'll be in 4 or 5 or something. I
Two
don't know.
split out wide, and that is dropped. Wolbert sailed a little high, and that's what you're worried about. You want that at the numbers, and that was Carter Lewis, another senior. He's getting some playing time right now. Incomplete, and the band wants to play. They didn't came here for a reason, so they will. Cheerleaders are getting their coach and preparing for their halftime performance, and it's going to do the same one they did at El Molino, and it's pretty interesting, Cooper.
Really interesting.
It's
Actually.
a little different than normal. They're spicing it up. Halloween is coming up, so it might have something to do with that.
Ooh, are you dressing up at all?
No, it's not my thing, but this is Blomgren who's doing his normal act.
Oh.
He dresses up in a football jersey every Friday and makes catches like that down to the 41, and that was a good throw by Wolbert. He put that one on the numbers, and another slant pass, and they really like that. And Cole Powers is going to enter for Wolbert, who comes over, and Coach Chris is going to have a mano-a-mano conversation with him. Down to the 41, it's a 26-yard pass and catch. And Blomgren's got his second catch of the day, and that connection has been so strong even from last year. I don't think Wolbert, it just never seemed comfortable throwing it to too many other people. Hayden Fellier has 55 yards on the year, the tight end.
Oh, really?
But he is, and Wolbert is re-entered now. But he is just so comfortable throwing it to, and Freitas is dragged down for a loss. He is so comfortable throwing it to Blomgren, and they just have a great connection, a great friendship, and that really helps. And you're going to have to hope that Cole Powers can develop that with his wide receivers next year.
Yeah. Hopefully he can.
But Blomgren is going to be the threat, and when the NCS team is going to look at film, they're gonna try to shut him down and force them to go to anybody else.
Oh my goodness.
Under 6 to go, 28-0. Trojans in control here. Senior night homecoming. Thank you for joining us. Full broadcast from Casa Grande High School Field in this late October Saturday night. Out in the flank, it's Ralston. He sheds another tackle, and now he's broken into the clear. What a run from Jacob Ralston, and a great throw from Wolbert, who rolled out. He found his star running back at the 30. It looked like he was going to be easily broke down, but the Trojans have been so shifty tonight. Elsie can't bring anybody down. He takes a whole bunch of jukes, and Ralston has a huge amount of family members here tonight, and they are very excited to see him, and another touchdown for the Trojans, and Wolbert, another strong pass. So that is good news. It does not look like yesterday was a fluke. And it is 34-0, 5:27. Hogg headed back out for another extra point. He did miss one earlier, but he's nailed the last 3. Freitas has the hold, and that is perfect.
Got it.
And in control are the Trojans of this one. And it's an offense that looks electric. And they are well on their way right now to trying to get back to 50 points. They've done that in 5 of their 8 games.
Really?
So they're going to try to make it 6-9, and that would be quite something. You don't see that much from pretty much any team. So
I think they will.
They are looking very strong towards doing that. And mentioned final SCL game for them as they head into new league next year. And the other thing, we talk about all the players, it's going to be a good league next year. We know Casa always plays strong. Maybe not Sonoma strong, but those Napa teams, with the exception of Justin Siena, you have some teams that really value their athletics, or large schools, Napa big football programs. Napa, Vintage, American Canyon have some Division I facilities in terms of their football programs. So in terms of SCL, where the Trojans have been one of the best teams, and Elsie Allen now plays in D5. They're similar size to the Trojans, but they play in D5 because of their struggles, and that they lack the money and the players and the resources from the neighborhoods they come in Santa Rosa. But these teams in Napa are going to be very good next year, and the Trojans are going to be severely tested to get wins and maybe compete against all of them. This is fielded on a hop. Thank you so much. And down the sideline, and that looked like a horse collar to me. We'll await the call. Oh, very, yeah, Jacob Ralston showing off the strong
Is it still on
sportsmanship.
us?
No. And that was number 21 picking up number 21. It was actually Diego Mendoza, the quarterback, who took it back. And you might have saw Jacob Ralston, who mentioned the heart and soul of his team, helping Mendoza up after the sideline. So great sportsmanship. And that was a big thing in the Egg Bowl. And they're going to rule a horse collar here, so Elsie will get very good starting field position. But there was such great sportsmanship in that game. There was one unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. It was quickly apologized for, and the reason was it canceled was because of all those incidents, and they just didn't happen. Everything was great. So Elsie will start at the 39, looking for their first points today. Mendoza in the gun. You have one split out right. Man comes in motion, and they'll give it. That's Rubio again, who's showed he has some talent, but the Trojans have contained him, and that defensive line so strong. True Overton comes in with another tackle. The senior has blossomed into a star on the defense this year. Sizemore also in there to help. And under 5 to go, Elsie trying to get a score before we head to the half. And mention
Until halftime.
all those festivities under 5. Mendoza on the gun. He rolls out, but he's getting harassed by a whole bunch of Trojan defenders, and it is caught. Oh, what a play by Rubio. He got that toe tap. Haggard, Crysdale, and Freitas were all racing after Mendoza, but he showed he's a skilled player outside the pocket and can make the accurate throws, and a nice play by Rubio to get the little toe tap on. Not enough for the first, though. They're going to beat the 39, and this is going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Mendoza in the gun, and it's the I form. The give to Rubio, and he found a hole in a strong tackle by Haggard. Oh, with Haggard along with Haggard and Havard. Both with the tackle, a lot of H there, and Elsie can move the sticks for a first down, but a good tackle there. That saved a long run, and that's been the difference tonight. Both teams have been able to move the football, but when the Trojans get in open field, they break away and are unstoppable. Elsie's gotten into the open field a little bit, but the Trojans have made some good tackles to prevent any huge gains. Toss again to Rubio, and he breaks free. And he will spin and dive down to the 4. A strong run by Rubio, and Elsie trying to punch it in here.
Ooh,
that motion has looked good, and there's no doubt about it. Derek Hester has done more with less.
Wow.
Former JC coach took over a really tough job. That's ours.
Matthew?
Yes, it is ours. And in the gun will be Mendina. Man comes in motion, and they'll give it to Rubio, who dives over the pile, and the football came out. But before the football came out, he was in. Touchdown, Lobos.
Oh, really?
So Elsie will get their first touchdown of the day, and Rubio went dangerously bounding over the pile.
Is it still considered day?
Last time we saw that, it was Kenneth Fitzgerald for Casa, and he got the ball poked out by Rolston, and Eric Diaz fell on it in those stops. Oh,
that's rough.
Looks like a car might have taken a little piece of our mic, which was unfortunately dropped.
Matt had the equipment, so he has to pay for it. Ew.
And what? What's on here? Extra point is up and no
he
good.
did
It
sign.
sailed right and was not too
He
pretty
did sign the
looking.
thing, so.
So that will keep it at 35-6, 3:25. Trojans maybe looking to get one more touchdown before they head to the locker room.
Let me try.
A strong first half, but the defense has been susceptible to some good runs, and credit to Elsie for some good plays. That came after the fumble by Ayers. Oh, I'm sorry, the long return.
This is rough, honestly.
Could one of you run up top camera? Oh, let's head back onto us. So it will be 35 to 6. We're back on us right now. And they're just testing the mic, which got dropped and run over by a car in the parking lot.
It's fine.
Hey! The fog is coming. The fog is coming on in, and it is cooling down.
Cold.
But a fun night, and credit to Elsie Allen. They are still really battling hard out there.
Yeah.
And they are not going to go away, and they are going to play a strong,
500.
strong game.
Oh.
You want the bake sale money we got?
No, we need that for
I'm just kidding.
JSA. I want to go to Falls State.
Trojans will get it back, and if you pay $200, you still can. This will be Freitas who will field it, and Elsie doesn't want him fielding it, but he was not looking to return it there. He heads out of bounds.
Can
at
I
the
really?
46. Yeah, $200.
Should I?
Yes.
What?
I mean, I'd have to verify, but if you give me a $200 check on Monday, I think we could get you to Falls State, which, if you don't know, JSA, folks, is the largest student-run organization in the country, and we have a high school chapter at Petaluma High, and it is growing and thriving.
That's pretty lit.
We have 18 people going to Falls State. It's a statewide
Make that
convention
19.
where we, maybe 19, where we debate and have just so much fun. We need someone running camera. No one is seeing anything right now. I just realized that. You use the coat.
He offered you a
No, that
coat,
you-
Kaylee.
No one is seeing anything. What is the point of this?
I literally said that as I came down the stairs. I was like,
Well, can we get it? Can we prioritize getting the field cam so our viewers see something and not just our voice?
Here,
Well,
do you
it's
want to
off
anchor,
right
Kaylee?
now? It needs to be on.
Do you want to anchor?
Kaylee, can you just turn it on?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do it. We apologize. You're seeing absolutely nothing right now, but it's Trojan football, and everyone's a little afraid of the cold.
Why is it on us?
And up the middle, there's little where to
Use
go.
the
They try to
thing.
give it to Ralston. He's out to the 42.
Use the
We're
sweater.
under 3 to go. It is 35 to 6.
I didn't have a chance to go home.
It's
And
off.
that will bring up a 3rd down and 1 as the Trojans are trying to pick up their first down on this drive.
Griffin, you good?
Is it? Can they see it?
Let me
Can you
check.
check?
Yeah.
It was Mendoza who made the stop, and Trojans taking their time with 2:18 remaining, and Cole Powers has re-entered.
Yes,
for
they
this
can, and it's
possession.
on it right
okay,
now.
cool. Powers will toss to
Do you want me
Freitas,
to
who
sit
hasn't
up
got
here?
too many looks. You can come up here, yeah, and
Okay.
he will head down to the 31-yard line.
Ooh.
2 minutes remaining.
It's surprisingly warmer up here.
Yeah, I don't think it's that cold up here,
I
and
really
I really
don't.
don't know what Kaylee Smith's complaining about so much, but oh well. Freitas with the 12-yard pickup, and the Trojans will continue to march down the field. Music echoing out of the student section. And wonderful crowd. The stands are pretty much filled.
Yeah.
On the Trojan side, Elsie did better than 2 years ago when they brought 3 people into their stands. They have about
Really?
Yeah, there were literally 3 people in the stands. They brought about 20 over, 30-minute south drive,
Oh!
and this pass is
Oh!
bobbled and dropped by
Do you want me to
Riley
grab your
Wisman.
sheet?
Sure.
Okay.
Bobbled, you can grab both of them.
All right.
Bobbled and dropped by Riley Wisman, and Powers has re-entered, and he's probably going to play most of the second half with the Trojans firmly in control. But Wolbert has shown his arm looks good so far, and Elmo wasn't a fluke, and
Yeah,
they
I
have
took
to
him
be
back
pretty
to-
happy with how he has been playing so far. 136, 2nd and 10 from the 32. Oh my goodness! They give the handoff to Sanchez, and he is absolutely killed. And you could hear Coach Chris yelling at him, "Come out! Make sure you don't have any concussion symptoms." He took a huge hit there, and it brings up a 3rd down and 10. Can I have my sheet?
Oh, right. Sorry. Sorry.
Thank you. Oh no, it's fine. Don't worry. Wolbert under center, and this time it's Prieto behind him, and he will find a little room and out to the 24-yard line, and he's going to be yards short of the first down. We'll see if the Trojans attempt a field goal. They have not attempted a field goal all year long, and I feel like there's a possibility you might need an NCF. So I would say go out and try it, but it doesn't look like they're interested in that. Oh, your mic is dead. All right. Then you can head back down if you want. Actually, yeah, ask Matt right now to get new batteries for it. And the band is again playing during the play. I feel like they're feeling they haven't get to play enough. They go for it on fourth. Sanchez up the middle. They get the first down. The fog is coming in like crazy and blowing around. And you might be able to see it on the field. There's the light, and you could see see a little the fog blowing around. We're gonna have a timeout here, but there is a fog really settling over the field. The wind is really picked up. Trojans will call timeout with 25.9, and you're not going to really be able to see the band, but there is Mr. Eveland conducting them. There they are. It was voluntary tonight, but they still got a large group of people picking up, and they are, let's see, which song is this? I'm blanking on the name, but they are doing a great job tonight, clad in their purple, bringing the Trojan spirit that is out here. And the student section on the other side, have been standing the whole game, and they're starting to dissipate now at halftime, but they were totally filling that side of the stand. So 25.2. Trojans are not thinking field goal here, and they're not going to text hog his leg. It's Sanchez again, who had only 15 yards coming into the day, and Powers will settle back. He's looking down the field, wide open and caught. Touchdown, Trojans. We have a quick whistle. Eric Diaz hauls it in, and it's going to be a penalty, a holding penalty, and a disappointment. The band has started to play the touchdown song. I would have thought Mr. Evelyn would know football better than that. Diaz thought he had his second touchdown of the game, but there is no touchdown. They just don't know. And anyways, 20.5 remaining, and now the Trojans are going to have to move all the way back to the 36 on the 10-yard holding penalty. The cheerleaders are getting ready for their performance. Sanchez again getting the action. He is a senior, so that's a big part of it. Powers has time, and he's got Diaz again, and this time he overthrew him. Diaz wide open a second time, and he just missed him. That was second down, so they'll have two more shots at this. And they're just taking shots into the... Seems to be the strategy. They have two more timeouts if someone got in the open field, and they wanted to do that. 15.3.
Haley Smith.
And that's a pass you want Powers to make, and he's going to need to make that next year, especially against the teams the Trojans are going to have on their schedule.
I'm back.
Cooper Woods is back.
With a fully charged mic.
Powers launches it downfield, and he's got a man caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
Wow.
Isaiah Blomgren with another touchdown. And we were just saying he's got to make better passes, Cooper. He put that one on the money.
Yeah.
And now the band can fight on, this time at the right time. And there they go. Well, the UFC fight song hopefully will not be played too much in Arizona tonight, but it's getting played plenty enough here. Isaiah Blomgren's third touchdown of the season, his second of the day, and he continues his strong game. We might just have to talk to him after the game the way he has played. Hoggill looking for his fifth extra point. It is up, and it is perfect. 9 seconds remaining, and that will make it 42-6. And the Trojans are blowing out the Lobos on senior night and homecoming, and that wind picks up, and it gets cold, doesn't it, Cooper?
The mic is completely destroyed.
It's not even usable. It won't work.
No, it doesn't. We ordered. Matt ordered another one.
Oh, such a nice mic too.
I know, but he ordered the same exact one, just right now.
Oh well. He ordered. Oh wow, that was quick. Are we gonna get it for use tonight? We will have. So stay
No.
tuned after the game. We're gonna have interviews. We're probably gonna have to use our handheld mic because our other mic got run over by a car. But
He
it's the truth.
He's probably listening and muting us.
Okay, I'll stop talking about the mic. But interviews after the game. We'll certainly talk
There's
about
9
the seniors
seconds until
and senior
halftime.
night. And halftime's coming up. We're gonna have the halftime performance, and also huge. We're gonna have who's gonna be homecoming queen. The big reveal will be
Ooh,
right
that's so
here.
exciting.
Cooper. This is the real reason Cooper was here.
And for this awesome, wonderful class that I love so dearly
Of course,
with my whole heart.
I do love this senior class. They've always been 1 year older than me, and they've done a lot
They've
for
been
me.
2 years older than me.
Yep.
Even though I'm wearing a junior shirt right now.
A squibber. And Rubio
Ooh.
bursts through a gap. Oh, hello, turn on the Jets. Now he's got one more man to beat.
That's
It was
rough.
Yet he sprinted right back
Honestly
them.
rough.
He will score. What a run. Oh, my goodness. He took that one to another level. I'm sorry. That was the quarterback, Mendoza, and we've seen Mendoza's speed as a quarterback. He picked that one up in motion, Cooper.
He
and
really
he looked like
did.
Usain Bolt galloping down the
Yeah.
field.
Except Usain Bolt would be down there in literally like 5 seconds.
That was electric, though, and then Hoggill was still waiting back there, but he juked him right out of his shoes.
Usain
And
Bolt.
Elsie records another touchdown. They're still battling hard, and we are seeing that talent in the Lobos. And you hope in the future.
And now it's halftime and we get 2 wins.
And we'll have an extra point before halftime. But you hope to
Alright.
see the Lobos be successful in their new league next year.
Is that what
and
they're called? Lobos?
Lobos. And they should be more successful. The teams will be even, so they should be getting some. I could see them beating Hillsburg Sonoma next year. This
Really?
is a team. They'll get Mendoza back for 1 more year. This is a good team. They're gonna go for 2 to wrap up halftime here. Mendoza in the gun. He's got Rubio behind him. It's the toss out wide. Actually, that was Rubio out wide who goes in. They make up for that mixed extra point. It is 42
And
to
now we get to see who
14.
wins.
That is the end of the first half. Cheerleaders and the homecoming reveal are coming up next, so do not
Get excited,
go
yo.
anywhere, Cooper. They cannot see you if you do that.
Wait,
so
why
don't.
not?
The team went to the locker
Oh.
room. Coach Chris has to be mostly happy with the performance. The mistake on special teams there. But the defense has forced some turbo as the offense has been completely unstoppable so far. And the Trojans have overmatched Elsie on this emotional senior and homecoming night. They'll head back to the locker room, score 42.
Look
to
at them
14.
go.
The cheerleaders are coming. We are going to let you listen in to their performance. I believe Elsie will go first. Can you run camera actually on the cheerleaders' performance?
Oh, yeah,
and-
sure.
and,
sure thing.
Once they start, you can just let them listen in, but you can before they go.
Do I
you
mute
can
my mic
continue-
or no?
Mute it once they start, but continue talking right now. I'm gonna
Okay.
mute my mic.
Hey, guys, what's up? Just here, you know? And just, I'll let you listen in right now. performance from the Elsie cheerleaders. Great performance. Now up next is Petaluma with their mask. Yep, looks great. um, let's enjoy this with their mask. Okay, have fun. Performance from the Trojan cheerleaders. Good job, ladies.
So I don't know how they're gonna announce the on the field. If you want,
I'm so ready.
you can go down with Kaylee and Anchor and I'll film. Oh, I should grab my jacket. Actually, can you go? You can go down.
Yeah, I'll grab it. Yeah, yeah.
And just grab my jacket.
Yeah. Y'all, I'm so excited. I want to see who wins.
I'm filming, so you guys can.
Yeah, I know. Shaket.
So during when they like get it, the PA announcer announces stuff, do the same thing we did for senior night. Get the mic by.
Alright. Y'all, I'm so excited. Are you even listening? Okay.
What?
So, your mic is hot.
Hey guys!
What's up?
Welcome to Chili's.
Welcome to Chili's.
Hey.
How did you guys
subscribe
like that
crew.
performance? I think it was great.
You know, I think it was a little different from anything I've seen.
I'm
cheerleaders
so
do.
excited.
It was good. It was good.
Are you guys gonna like speak over that thing or no? Okay.
Hey, am I on camera? Can I be on camera?
No. Turn off your mic so then we can hear the thing.
I don't know how to turn off.
Not that hard. Okay, let's listen in.
I'm Maddie King, the senior class president.
And I'm Catherine Wood, the ASB vice president. Tonight we will be announcing our homecoming queen and court.
To start off, I would first like to recognize our upcoming events for this week. Due to the tragedy of the recent fires, the police are occupied and are unable to escort us for a parade. Next Friday, November 3rd, we will be having a community float event with food vendors and music. Come check out the homecoming floats from 3 to 5.
Our homecoming dance will be next Saturday, November 4th. The theme of this year's dance is musicals. Tickets will be on sale next week next to D1, and the dance will be from 7:30 to 10:30.
Now, let's announce the homecoming princesses for 9th through 11th grade. Please hold your applause until the end. The freshman homecoming princess is Shayla Wolfell.
The sophomore homecoming princess is Hannah Seals.
And the junior homecoming princess is Kayla Pearson. Here is your 2017 homecoming court.
Without further ado, let's bring out the homecoming queen nominees and their escorts. Again, please hold your applause until the end.
Our first nominee is Myra Camacho. Myra is escorted by her dad, Juan. Her favorite high school memory was sitting in the back of the class, passing notes and laughing with her friends. After high school, Myra plans to enroll in her dream college and begin her journey of becoming a nurse.
Our next nominee is Madison DeBell. Madison is escorted by her dad, Mark DeBell. Her favorite high school memory is going to the Egg Bowl with all of her friends this year. After high school, Maddie plans to get her bachelor's degree in tourism and travel management. She hopes to travel the world through working cruise ships, airlines, and stadiums.
Our next nominee is Grace Ghirardelli. She is escorted by her dad, Louis Ghirardelli. Her favorite high school memory was going to the Egg Bowl game and beating Casa. After high school, Grace plans to attend a 4-year university where she will study psychology in hopes of becoming a pediatric therapist.
Mia Periani is escorted by her dad, Scott Periani. Her favorite high school memory was winning the homecoming floats junior year. After high school, Mia plans to attend a 4-year university and majoring in nursing.
Juliana Roper is escorted by her brother, Sebastian Roper. Her favorite high school memory was being a part of the music program and Mr. Granados' Socratic seminars and trifectas. After high school, Juliana plans to go to a 4-year university in hopes of becoming an environmental lawyer or a nurse while still continuing to study and perform music.
Brooke Simons is escorted by Charlie Benz. Her favorite high school memory was playing on the girls' tennis team and being able to go to SCL this year, which allowed her to grow and bond with her teammates. After high school, Brooke plans on attending a 4-year university in California and eventually going to medical school in hopes of becoming a physician or physician assistant.
Diana Trueblood is escorted by Mary Manzano. Her favorite high school memory is being a part of the girls' tennis team. After high school, Diana plans on attending a 4-year university and majoring in biology.
Lizzie Trueblood is escorted by James Christ. Her favorite high school memory is becoming president of GSA. After high school, Lizzie plans on attending a 4-year university and majoring in architecture.
Nicole Walker is escorted by her dad, Craig Walker. Her favorite high school memory was the Egg Bowl and cheering alongside all of her friends. After high school, Nicole plans to attend a 4-year university and major in business.
Please give a round of applause for your 2017 Homecoming Queen nominees. Congratulations, girls.
Can we get a drum roll, please?
Your 2017 Homecoming Queen is Grace Ghirardelli!
and don't forget, next week is Spirit Week. Enjoy the rest of the game, and congratulations, Grace.
Very exciting indeed. Like, muy caliente. Welcome back, Trojans. Griff, you good? You want to get the mic?
You should get it on you guys.
Okay.
Is it on them?
Yep.
Then you know you talk to
You guys, it's on you.
You should probably introduce yourself.
I'm Kaylee Smith. I'm part of Trojan Live, and today I'm here at the football game. So it's been interesting so far.
name.
Genevieve
Genevieve.
on it because
She's
she's not in Trojan.
not in Trojan
Her
Live. I
name's
will
not
not be
Genevieve.
introducing her. It's okay.
What?
I'm sorry, we can't hear you. No, we had an interesting performance from our cheerleaders. And the,
I was so happy.
the ceremony was really awesome. Go away.
You need to look into the camera.
Band was cool too.
But why doesn't Cooper take Genevieve's spot?
Yeah, Genevieve, go away.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, and welcome to
Oh,
Chill.
there's smoke. There's smoke. Cut the
Vape
camera.
Nation. Cut the camera.
Oh, the camera up top one.
There's smoke.
Good
There's
evening.
dry ice.
Oh, it's
No, it's a fire extinguisher.
Oh. Someone said a fire?
run through smoke. I wasn't expecting it. And we missed it.
Look at him.
Oh.
Oh well.
That's what
Someone
I
said.
said.
I was like, someone said a fire.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's a fire extinguisher.
You probably shouldn't run through that though. Like
They do all the time.
that's not healthy. Why don't you just use dry ice? I mean, I don't think that's very good.
Dry
either.
eyes isn't any
No.
better.
There's no good way to
Stupid
run
wit.
through smoke.
Stupid wit.
I'm sorry.
Getting on the Halloween.
Jamie,
Stop.
you're gonna run third quarter. Okay,
Stupid wit.
That's what Madeline used to say last year. Shout out to Madeline.
Yeah, dog.
on you.
We are.
Put it on us.
But it can hear
Shout out
us.
to Mad. Mad, we miss you. All.
Alright. You want to stay for me or what do you?
For the game part?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can do it.
Okay, yeah, you can.
I can do it.
Okay.
Wait, Cooper's
Bye.
not. You're not gonna
You're
do it with me?
Griffin.
Well, you have to have someone that knows football.
No. The funny part is when no one knows anything about football. You're just like, they're running. They're going.
The thing is, Kaylee, is we welcome back our viewers. People do actually watch it because they enjoy the football.
That is true.
So.
Okay.
I mean, I'm really sorry you have to listen to me because I know I'm horrible, but we had to have
you know
someone
more
listen
than
to
I do.
football. It's true. 6? It looked like there was
She's
a solid amount.
under exaggerating.
Well, it was voluntary, wasn't it? I mean, if you're gonna make it if you're gonna make it voluntary, he's gonna come after a long marching competition. The band got third, by the way, Kaylee, so did a good job. Oh, we aren't actually starting yet. We have another minute.
Okay, well, my mic's on.
Okay. Well,
I'll turn it off.
I do have a Snapchat, actually. I will not say it on air because I don't want anybody to follow me because I don't use it. You can find it. People people are able to find my Snapchat and follow me that I've like haven't talked to in years. So there must be some way. I don't even know how to use it. The only interesting thing is that you can stalk people on it. It's pretty interesting.
People on Snapchat.
No, I don't. That's
Griffin
not
likes to
true.
Stalk people on Snapchat.
Anyways, let's stop putting words in my mouth. That was a great ceremony. Grace Girardelli wins homecoming queen.
Yes. Are we on the camera?
No, we're on the field.
Okay.
No. No. Wait, what is that? Someone? What? I feel like someone made that. That's not. Wait. Add it. Add it on it. No. Let me see. But that's not me. But that's my name, and I always use that. Did someone make it? Someone is making me a Snapchat. I'm sorry we're not talking about football. I lied.
Wait, this is the one I have for you.
That's me. That's not me though, unless someone hacked into my account and did that. But that's not my. I have not called myself that, and I don't have that symbol. Oh. All right, now I understand. I was so concerned there. I don't understand Snapchat. I was so concerned. Back to the game. It is 42-14. Elsie played strong, but the Trojans are so talented, especially their offense. Elsie will get it to start the second half. And the Trojans have looked impressive tonight, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Our team is really playing strong. I watched that scoreboard, and we were at 27 when they were still at 0.
Yes, and just not Elsie unable to convert on a lot of fourth downs, but it's really Isaiah Blomgren has been nice on the secondary today to prevent some long passes. I said, Jamie, you are running camera. Yes, Matt can give you your jacket. Come on, the game is starting and no one is seeing it. This is going to be a squibber. Landed on at the 36. Jamie's coming. Thank Cooper Woods is a god. There's no doubt about it.
Repeat, Cooper Woods is a god.
Start at the 36.
Griffin Epstein,
and there are a lot of it's been an exciting event with the homecoming and senior night and all that, Kaylee.
Yeah, it really is. It was really interesting to learn about the homecoming queen. I'm super excited for homecoming now. Pumped.
I hear no sarcasm in that. Lobos will start at the 37. Mendoza will toss it to Rubio. Rubio throws it down. Rubio throws. I'm sorry. He has a huge arm. It was wildly inaccurate, but it was really exciting. He looked like Doug Flutie on steroids there. Okay. Second down and 10 for the Lobos. I'm sorry, this is spiraling out of control. I'm going to try to keep it under control for the second half, but the Trojans have played too well tonight to keep this much of the game. Most of the student section is left and is going to party late into the night. Mendina will toss to Rubio, and Rubio this time isn't going anywhere, or is it not going to try to do a Doug Flutie impression. Clock is running, and third down and 10 from the 37 of the Lobos. And Rubio's had a lot of action tonight.
Okay, yes, Rubio has a lot of action.
He's a senior. It's his penultimate game, so this means a lot for him, and this means a lot for Elsie, they've given their full effort tonight. It is the last home regular season football game. We're going to have a playoff game, NCS, and we talked a little about this is a high snap, well fielded by Mendina, and then he's going to be wrestled down by a collection of Trojans. I think Pomey, who's been a little quiet, was in there, and it was also Overton was in there. They'll rule it a sack. So Elsie will punt it away, but the NCS playoffs, they'll be, can we turn that off, please? It'll be November 10th or 11th, and it's going to be exciting. The Trojans will get a tough test but they've really been working most of the year towards that. After the Annalee loss, they knew they were better than all the teams they were going to face in SCO, and they really have blown by all of them.
Yeah.
But that NCS game is going to be huge. They lost in the first round this year. In the end, the Egg Bowl is what we'll remember, but for these players, NCS is that's the legacy for them that they feel like they're gonna leave.
Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. They're throwing
This
the
is
ball.
actually the first punt for Elsie. Freitas was back, but he's not going to be able to return it.
He threw it.
You know, Kaylee Smith is a great football analyst.
I really
She
am.
can't even tell the difference between kicking it and throwing it, but
I
know,
don't. I
Trojans
can't.
will start at the 30, and who will they face? We will learn a week from tomorrow, which will be November 5th, and they'll likely be on the road. If they have an 8 or higher, they'd be at home. NCS projects them 11. Coach Chris thinks a 9 or a 10. We mentioned potential opponents. Mariemont, they played Encinal last year, and they just sort of self-imploded, and they made some mistakes in that game. But they could have beaten them if they had not. They turned the ball over, and a little bit like Annalee, they just wilted in that one. But if the Trojans play their best, they force turnovers. They don't make those mental errors or turnovers, and Justin Wolbert can pass the football, and they don't become one-dimensional on the ground. They have a shot against they could possibly play Mariemont. They have a shot against some really good teams, and they're unlucky that they're in a really strong division where the teams at the top, like Rancho, Cardinal Newman, Bishop O'Dowd, are really strong. So if they were in a different division, they'd certainly be getting a home game for how good they are. But they're going to take it. They've fought through adversity all year long with obviously the new field and the fire and all that. So they show they'll battle. And Wolbert's back into the game. The ball is out.
The ball is out.
Could see who it was. It is Elsie Ellen football, and they were thrilled. It was Dominic Ayers who has a second fumble, so he's got to watch it. He had a touchdown and looked really good, but he hasn't been able to handle it. We
Knox
just
has a- breaking news, everyone. Knox
let's calm
has a
down
Snapchat.
once again.
Everyone follow it.
We obviously lit a
at-
fuse
at-
under the
at- what's the
Snapchat.
at?
Elsie
Jay
Allen
Knox
will take over
something.
at the 16-yard line.
At Jonathan Knox
Mendina on
on
the gun.
Snapchat.
And the ball's on the ground. Mendina will fall on it. We got to open this because I can't look through this. I can't see.
I can't see either.
We're going to
Here
get
we go.
really cold, but oh wow. Lack of sleep leaves some people quite mean, I have to tell you.
Yeah, Genevieve. Get your
So,
act together.
Second and 11, I need to see. It's all blurry, and you're making it more blurry by putting your hand on the
Okay,
door.
anyway, let's get back to the game. So
Back to
things
the
are
game.
happening.
Jamie, I can't hear you because you're just too loud right now, okay? Quiet
Thanks,
down,
Genevieve.
please.
Oh.
Anyways, second and 11. Elsie Allen trying to plug in another touchdown here, and they've continued to have a strong effort. But Trojans want to continue to show off their secondary, and Jacob Ralston is showing off his skill. What a season he's had. What a career. What a mark he has left here at Petaluma High School. They are going to remember the name Kaylee Jacob Ralston here for a long time.
You're right. You're right. What's the
If my partner doesn't talk to me, I might have to get Cooper back with me, because right now I'm just not getting any communication.
Where is this camera?
What are you doing? Don't touch anything. He's running camera.
Here's my battery.
So this will bring up a 3rd and 11 from the 19. And a lot of the senior starters do remain in, Kaylee, because this is their final game. We need someone running camera.
I'll do it.
Okay. It might be a good thing
It's been
Kaylee's
fun.
gone, but it was fun. You missed a lot, Cooper. You really did. Anyways, it's a timeout. Let's throw it on us. I hope you don't see anything you don't want to see. Anyways, a turnover there. Trojans need to make sure not to be sloppy here, not let Elsie back in the game, but they're firmly in control. And I was mentioning a lot of the seniors would normally be on the bench here, but they are going to remain playing as their last home game, at least in the third quarter. They want to play it out. There are not too many minutes going to be left in their high school football career unless there's a really long NCS run. So they want to be out there. But we also will see some of the juniors and mainstays that will be on the field next year. Our Trojan Live counterpart, Michael Barabalt, in the game.
What are we gonna do without you 2 years from now?
Haggard in there as well. And then Overton remains another senior along with Austin Hawkins. So all seniors, mostly seniors, remaining in the game. Back on the field, our TD has forgot what her job is. High snap by Medina, and he's got a man, and it is broken up. Isaiah Blomgren continues his strong play, and that will bring up a 4th down. And you assume Elsie will go for it here, Cooper. I would
think
not tear on that.
It's fine. It's already torn.
And 42-14. How about Grace Girardelli?
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
Well, she's I say I didn't know, but she is definitely deserving of that. A captain of the volleyball team.
Really?
Who is going to the NCS playoffs Tuesday or Wednesday. We're gonna be stop. We're going to be live streaming that Tuesday or Wednesday from our gym, and it should be exciting. The volleyball team's really well. Girardelli leads them. She's just a really nice girl
I want to
and
be there, but
a great volleyball player. So check that out on our YouTube channel. And if the volleyball team has any more NCS home games, we will continue to live stream them. We'll be covering them on the road. They're looking downfield, and it was almost intercepted. That was number 12,
Jamie.
Connor Pedersen, who has one interception this year. It almost got a second, had his hands all over that. That will be a turnover on downs. Trojans will take back over. And the reason I believe Wolbert remains in the game is because of that senior. Obviously, they don't want any injuries, but he's playing out the stretch of his final home game.
That would suck if you got an injury on your last game.
Well, let's knock on wood. Thank you. And
give evidence. There we go.
Trojans will take back over, and
That way you switch.
excuse me. Sometimes people are more of a liability than a help. Wolbert going down the field. He's got one man to beat, and he has just dragged down a shoelace tackle.
Jamie, do you wanna
At the
get me a hot
46,
cocoa?
Wolbert had burst through the offense, and he looked like he was going to be sprinting on into the end zone. What are you doing? But now he pretends it. There's like blurriness.
How much does it cost? $2?
So Trojans will take over at the 47. If you were a professional announcer, Matthew, you wouldn't want this. Just saying. Well, my eyesight's bad. Wolbert under center, looking to continue his strong play. Most of the time, they keep the glass open. Up the middle, and a 1-yard pickup, and that was Ralston again with a carry. So many seniors. We mentioned so many of them leaving their mark on this program. And also
A humongous mark.
also great people and great student athletes in the classroom thank you, Cooper, will be headed to college, and they're gonna
College is scary.
it is, but they're gonna do great things in this world. They really are. And the other thing besides making great football players is growing them into young men. And they've done that.
We might see them on TV one day.
You very well might. I know Michael Barabelt is majoring in communications. So
Really?
that was a 4th down, and Elsie Allen will take back over on downs. Medina continues his strong play.
They seem
Mendoza,
to-
excuse me, and that is incomplete, broken up. A strong play there.
They seem to
by-
throw the ball a little high up every time.
Yeah, his accuracy, he's such a talented player, Mendoza, but his accuracy at points has been iffy. It was Dominic Ayers who was in on the coverage.
Sorry about that.
Another one of the seniors. Diaz, Wisman remaining in the game. Ralston. Nick Ayers.
Errors.
Almost all seniors.
Wow.
So the Trojans will lose one Ayers, but they'll retain the other.
Are they related?
Diamond formation. So Nick Ayers is the younger cousin of Dominic Ayers.
Oh, cousin.
Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. And
He's
Xavier
just getting
Crysdale, who's really, was all Redwood Empire defensively last year. He's a big anchor, too, on that defensive line. And Overton stepped up. But both sides of the line, you've really got hulking, large beasts of man that have been so influential. And they have scared offensive linemen this year and imposed their will. And they've pushed defenses backwards offensively. So that's been huge.
I'm a bit tired, but
We gotta pull through for this game.
So 7 minutes remaining, and 42-14, and playing down the stretch here on an emotional night.
Oh, I forgot to ask. How is anchoring with Kaylee?
And Medina has time, and he severely underthrew it. Diaz dropped an interception before, but this time he's got it. There's going to be holding, so this is coming back, and then he takes a huge hit. That should be unnecessary roughness. I hope Diaz is okay. He already had an injury before. He gets up fine. But nice to see Eric Diaz make his second interception of the season. It will be moved back a little bit because of holding, but Trojans forced another turnover, and that was severely underthrown by Mendoza.
Yeah. How's anchoring with Kaylee?
Well, with her and Genevieve and Jamie and Matthew, it was a wild ride, to be sure. It was all over the place. It really was.
Seems like everyone's gone now.
Yeah. I ruin the fun every time. That's what they say.
No, you're the life of the party.
I'm the life of the party. I mean,
For
they were all
sure.
laughing at my jokes, so maybe I'm all right. Anyways, the cheerleaders also had that nice performance at halftime. And Elsie's, I thought, had a really nice performance. I really enjoyed theirs. So a 10-yard penalty on
That was fun, yeah.
the holding. So Wolbert will back up. He's got Ralston behind him. Freitas comes in motion, and they'll give it
I'm
to you.
gonna throw all
Garrett
these
Freitas,
away
who's
right
had a quiet night before his first touchdown. He's looking for a second. He's tripped up after the first down, but out to the 45. Thank you. And Trojans back into Lobo territory.
I can't.
42 is the exact
I'm
spot.
currently away from Griffin Epstein. So
Just a little
Can't
recap
really
on the Trojan
say.
season for you.
um,
So
so I
we
can
wind
sit
it
here
down.
in the
They
distance.
opened against Montgomery, a
and
thrilling
back.
shootout, and Freitas broke out in that game as they will toss it to Justin Turner, who had a long run before. He gets a great block by Bromgren, cuts back and is wrestled down at the 13, but another nice play by Turner, another senior. So they opened up with that thrilling shootout against Montgomery, 55-42. Garrett Freitas was the star. The defense really improved against Santa Rosa, but the offense put it on the Panthers, a 49-12 victory also at home. Then maybe the most exciting victory of the season, Cooper, was at Terraland. I was there.
Really?
52-44. It was a thriller. The Trojans were down 16 in the fourth quarter, but their offense
Really?
became unstoppable. Jacob Ralston had 3 fumbles in the first half. He bounced back and had a monstrous second half, and there was a lot of pressure in that game.
Go
The
them.
Trojans had it, including a 4th down. If they hadn't gotten it, they would have lost, but they were able to get the victory there. They'll give to Ayers up the middle.
I'm having a ringing in my
Bring them
ear.
2nd and 9. So that was a thriller, and then of course the Egg Bowl 2014 victory. It was a low-scoring slug it out, but the Trojan defense stood up tall there. They made
2014 is so long ago.
they made 3 straight stops in the red zone against the Gauchos, who were trying to
Would it
score
be
the
2014?
touchdowns. I'm sorry.
Would it be 2012? 5 years?
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, last Egg Bowl 2012. Yeah, was the last Egg Bowl. So it was a while. Yeah.
'Cause
And
you
then
said 2014.
no, that was the score.
Oh, okay.
Wolbert up the middle, and that is approaching the marker, and I think he's about a half-yard short, so it's going to bring out 3rd and inches. And then the Annalee loss, we talked about it. Trojans, the very first possession of that game, Annalee scored on a pass and catch, and they have a pretty good quarterback that took over after Jack Newman graduated. Medina, that's why I'm mixing up Mendoza and Medina, but he is really outstanding for Annalee, only junior. But luckily the Trojans will not have to
Really?
see them next year. Coach Chris vented that he was not happy to go to Sebastopol anymore after was a disastrous game, really. And they were down early. They had a few chances to get back late in the second half, but turnovers, and it's the give to Riley Wisman up the middle. And Wisman also on varsity soccer, 81 rushing yards on the year. Another senior. The captain of the secondary. Anyways, that Annalee game, they were down and out early. They tried to battle back, but their offense never really got into a rhythm, and just too many mistakes, and they were really down on themselves, and they couldn't get back into it. And by the time they did in the second half and their offense got in rhythm, it was too little too late. So the game looked really a little closer than it was. First and goal, Wolbert will hand it off up the middle and bullying his way into, well, he's actually just going to be inside the 1 yard line. He's going to be half a yard short. That was Wisman again. Just getting a good opportunity late here in the third as we approach 4 minutes to go. For second and goal from the half-yard line, Trojans want to get over 50 to keep that streak of 50 going. They bounced back after the Annalee loss. They rolled over Sonoma, and they played a statement in that game, 56 points, and that game was over really early. Wolbert will take the dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Trojans. Justin Wolbert, the QB sneak, and the Trojans will continue to put it on the Lobos. Too many mistakes really tonight by the Lobos, but the Trojan offense is not had too many problems tonight.
Money? I said money back.
And we'll see if the Trojans decide to go for two. Hogg has been very good. And then they went on the road against Piner. Piner played close for a quarter, but Trojan offense again took over. Defense was solid in a 50-19 victory. Hogg back out there.
Oh.
Looking for a 6 extra point. They've just drawn Lobos off sides, but they get back high. Snap good. Hold by Freitas. Kick is up and perfect. So 49-14. Let's send it back on to us.
Look at this dollar bill.
Griffin Epstein here with no, with Cooper Woods, and yeah, it was. I just put it on us, but we're not going to go in and edit it because we want this up by tomorrow morning. We want this up tomorrow morning. Anyways, what was I saying? At least tomorrow afternoon. We'll hope to have this up as soon as possible. Obviously not live without the Wi-Fi, but it's been great to broadcast here. We're talking about the Piner game. Piner provided a good test, but Trojans just pulled away, and they never backed down, and they did a really good job. We have a hot chocolate fiasco behind me, and then 2 days later, the Sonoma County changed with the disastrous fires. Healdsburg game didn't happen. That was scheduled to be homecoming, but it was made up here tonight. And, oh, yes. How about Kaylee Smith?
That's rough.
And
Let it steep.
Hogya will kick it away.
Who?
And it's bobbled and dropped and then smartly landed on at the 29. That was, oh, yummy. It was number 8, Efron Barrenos, the senior wide receiver and strong safety. Lobos take over late here in the third. Once we get to the fourth, the clock will keep on running, and it will go fast. Don't forget to stay tuned after the game. We're going to we're going to have interviews, but we're not going to be able to do them here, right? Because we don't have the other mic. There wouldn't be a way to, would there be a way to do that?
Somebody dropped it in the parking lot and it got ran over.
Can they use, but what with the Teradek down there as Elsie's first snap is a run out wide to Rubio, and he breaks the tackle, hurdles over a man down to the 42. Would it work with the Teradek or no? Okay, we can try and test it, and if not, then we'll just record. So we'll try it with the Teradek camera downfield. Oh, and that camera's gonna go. Can you go and like turn it off? Or actually, we'll use the up top camera for the interview. Why don't we do that? Is that better? Well, I don't. That camera might be dead, so at least need a different battery.
Yeah, it's black.
Yeah, we should probably go turn it off. Up the middle, and I was after the first down run with my mic. And my mic is definitely on. So it will be second down and 9 for the Lobos. They had a first down pickup on the play before. Apologize, just working out tech difficulties.
Can you hear me?
Mendoza will hand it off, and it's Rubio breaking through the secondary, and unable to make the tackle was failure, and now it's Trey Davis, the senior, who finally brings Rubio down at the 5. A strong run by Jonathan Rubio, and they will get it at the 5. We're having a phone call. And it will be Elsie on the ball from the 5-yard line after the strong run by Rubio and a couple missed tackles there by the Trojans. Secondary needs to clean that up. They've had trouble giving up some long runs. They don't normally get through the defensive line, but when they do, often they just break away. And the secondary's had some tackling issues. So if you guys, like, maybe go down in the fourth quarter and, like, test it and see if it works. But I would suggest bringing a new battery down because I'm guessing the battery down there is dead. They're looking downfield, and it is incomplete, and Mendoza's upset with himself. He overthrew it. He had an open, and we need someone running camera. Jamie. All right, so you can wear a jacket. Well, you can wear mine, you can wear Matt's, or you could steal Mr. Chris. I'm just kidding. Coach Chris will want his jacket. He always wears the same one. So anyways, it is 2nd and 10. Don't worry, they saw something else earlier too. Anyways, this is Rubio. And no, there's going to be holding. Let's forget about it. That was 2nd down, but this is gonna back up. Let's stop talking about it. Stop.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Kaylee, stop. Go down and steal Coach Chris' coat and see what happens to you. Holding on the Lobos, they're going to go 10 yards back. We seem to be on the rails until Kaylee came back. I don't know what she does. It's not on us. It shouldn't be. So 2:25, 2nd and 10. Medina on the gun. It sends the man in motion. That is Rubio. Medina takes it himself up the middle. Little wildcat. And he's just short, a yard short. Oh, well.
I don't want to drink
Tea. You're not enjoying your tea. They know the Casa Snack Shack's done a good job. And they've been so hospitable having Casa Grande to holding our field here. We gave them everything they could ask for 2 years ago when Casa made this beautiful new field. And obviously they've returned the favor. Is picture not on? Oh. Oh, Jamie ruined everything. There it is. And Elsie will go in. Touchdown. Medina takes the keeper. And we are running down. I was just kidding, by the way, there. We are running down. Don't touch anything. We are running down the 3rd quarter. Elsie has kept on putting it in. It's going to be too little too late for them.
Can you hear me?
What?
Kaylee, can you hear my mic? Oh.
Extra point coming up.
Can you hear this? Can you hear this? Can you hear this? Can you hear this?
You're whispering.
You weenie.
No! Stop. Extra point is
No?
buddy. This is number 52, excuse me, Aaron Klott. The extra point. You're going to be done too. So that will make it 21. And Elsie continues to play hard. Trojans will continue to have their seniors out there honoring them as we wind down. We talked about NCS coming up 2 weeks away. And Trojans, they thought about scheduling someone next week, especially with not having the Healdsburg game canceled, but there just were not too many realistic options. Talk loud.
How about?
Because your gain's all the way off.
Yeah,
obviously.
can you hear me now?
So you might have not been able to hear Cooper, but that's okay. It will be Trojan football after the kickoff. And Elsie taking their sweet time. It's Turner and Freitas back, and certainly Garrett Freitas will be back next year. He's going to be him, Ayers, will certainly be big. But Derek Pomi, who actually haven't said his name too much tonight, but he's tied for the lead in tied for the lead in tackles for the Trojans. The junior, he has really played well. The linebacker had a quiet day today, but you were going to see him a lot next year. He's probably going to be the defensive captain. Chamomile Herbal.
Don't. It's nasty.
This is a nice looking kick. Turner back at the 10 to field it. And he's got blockers to the right side. We all know he has speed, and he's showing it off there, cutting back to the
there
right.
he goes!
Pass another Lobo.
Goal!
Senior night touchdown. It took that
Touchdown!
90 yards to the house.
Oh, that's rough.
And the special
Ouch.
teams show keeps on going for the Trojans. The band has evacuated, so there's no more fight on, but that's all right. And the Trojans get to that 50-point mark they wanted. It was late. Very acceptable. I do not blame them at all. The cheerleaders are still here cheering on. What? No, I completely do not blame them. They've been up since 5 in the morning. They went 3rd place at the Pleasanton marching competition. Very impressive. Very proud of their efforts. The band does a great job, don't they, Cooper?
Yes, they do. They do indeed. I know a couple people in there, and they're awesome. It's
very true.
All to death. They're just all great.
Well, Hoggies, after that first kick, remembered that delicious cookie he had from the JSA bake sale, and it has fueled his right leg, which has been very busy tonight. He'll be back next year. And the Trojan special team should be good next year because they return really the three strengths: kick returner Garrett Freitas, punter Nick Ayers, kicker Daxton Hogia. So they're not going to miss that there, but almost their entire O-line gone, starting quarterback gone. The 3 of the starting 4 running backs are gone, so they're gonna have to look for some new people at that pivotal running position. You could see Colton Prieto there. Pomi has also gotten some runs, and he's an aggressive runner, so he'll likely have action there. And you're gonna probably have some people called up from JV. We'll see. And the JV team had a strong season this year, Cooper. They pittered out, but they beat Annalee, which was a huge victory. The JV team beat Annalee, so that was very exciting. They did lose to Sonoma, and El Molino was late in the year. They sort of struggled a little bit, but Justin Plumtree had a strong quarterbacking, and he'll be backing up Cole Powers, assumably next year. And some strong, he has a good arm too, so he'll push Cole Powers, no doubt. as a junior, what? Oh.
No, it's okay. We're back to normal.
Oh, get to kick it away.
Back on the game.
And it's a good one. This is
Oh, that was
Mendoza
a rough
already
hit.
returned one back for a touchdown at the end of the second half, but this time the Trojans will not let it happen. It was Eric Diaz that was there first. Havard was in the area. Also saw Xavier Crysdale there as well, all contributing to drive Mendoza back. And
Wait, can I try the T again?
credit to everyone on the staff and
Go staff.
all year long that has done great for Petaluma football. And a season to remember. Oh, pizza is half off at the Snack Shack, I'm hearing. And the delicious food at the Snack Shack, which is Petaluma food, just in the Casa colors. Toss out wide is to Rubio, and he's quickly wrestled down after a 1-yard pickup.
Sorry. Still not good.
They use nice-looking cups.
Yeah, lovely.
And this should end the third quarter. The score at the end of
Really?
3. It's the Petaluma Varsity
quarter.
Trojans 56. No, we're not ending. The Elsie Allen Lobos 21. One more quarter to go here at home. And the Trojans will enjoy the end of their SCL conclusion and the end of their homestay. Even if it's a Casa back on us, we go. Well, thanks for sticking with us here. Griffin Epstein.
Cooper Woods.
Almost forgot his name. There has been a lot of fun and excitement tonight, from the cheerleaders to the band to an exciting game with a lot of offense for the Trojans, to the halftime ceremonies, cheerleader performance, and then the homecoming was exciting. We got to see the freshman, sophomore, junior winners.
And Kayla Pearson. And
yeah.
Hannah Steele. And Shayla Wolfel.
There we go. So those were your 4 homecoming princesses for
Freshman was Shayla Wolfel.
2017.
Hannah Steele was sophomore class. Kayla Pearson was
And the
junior.
volleyball team might have taken over the homecoming princess or the homecoming court, as Kayla Pearson's also a star on the volleyball team as well.
And,
they've been
Kayla Pearson.
I-
Oh. And Grace,
so-
right?
So, moving on, as Cooper's mind is starting to wander. I know you had an early swim practice this morning.
Yeah.
The volleyball team has really been the stars on campus. They have played so well. They were unable to win NCL. They pity-powdered out at the end of the year, but
Pity-pattered?
they really had a strong early start to their season. Defeated Sonoma and Annalee. Those are on our channel, so you can go ahead and check those out. We live streamed that and then live streamed senior night last Thursday. Back on the field.
Is there any water left in
Elsie will take over, third down.
that? Okay, I'm gonna.
You can unscrew it.
Okay.
Maybe one. Bring up third down, and we'll have a running clock for the rest of the quarter. As it is starting to get late, cold, and foggy. Approaching 10 o'clock, and the Dodgers have won, and they have knotted the World Series at 2 apiece. They used a 5-run ninth. That is unbelievable. It was tied at 1 in the ninth, Cooper, and the Dodgers scored 5 runs in the ninth.
Really?
This is going to be a classic World Series. And they did. It's tied at 2 apiece. Oh, the World Series has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I haven't really been.
No, you're missing out. Give to Rubio. He's an athletic left guy, and he breaks a few tackles before being tackled, and that will bring up a punt. It was, they've gone far in the depth chart now, and it's gone off my depth chart. Blomgren was 1, Blomgren and Rispin were 2, but number 33 is not on my depth chart. Well, we just need someone to test it because we're going to get interviews after the game. So make sure you don't go anywhere. We will try to get the interviews working. We'll see if they actually work. Mendoza is getting sacked. Not a lot of time that time. It was number 33. We'll see if the PA announcer has that number. It was Carter Lewis with the sack, the senior. And a nice play there. And after they go for it on 4th and get it. It'll bring up a 2nd and very long. Approaching 10 minutes and starting to quiet down.
Whoa! Did you just see their cheerleaders do that thing?
What did they do?
They put the person in the air and then they flipped them. Like they.
I have to tell you,
front flip.
Elsie, they're building. Their band is building. Their cheerleaders are building. Their football team is building. There is hope in Southeast Santa Rosa, and Southwest Santa Rosa, and it's good to see. Rubio is battling and it, just moving the pile. Back to the line of scrimmage. And bring up a 3rd down and 9. So the Dodgers tied up at 2 apiece. Can you test the mic for the field?
Remember how I have to take one of these down there when it's time?
All right. Okay, just make sure it's working, because right now it's not working.
I said I was going to switch with you when it gets to 8 minutes.
So,
Yeah, Griffin is still.
How about you switch with me when it gets
oh, okay.
to 9 minutes and 5 seconds? How about, I was literally just up there.
3rd down and 9. Indeed on the gun.
I was up there for like 15 minutes with Genevieve. Yeah, you know, long stretch.
And Carter Lewis is making a big comeback. He'll force him out wide.
Wait, Carter's on there.
Another senior. Holmes also in the area. Another senior that maybe doesn't get as much playing time, and they're getting a lot here, which is good to see. So we talked about the volleyball team, and they're going to NCS in their exciting season. So you can check out, as we mentioned, we'll be live streaming and any home NCS game. Will be on the road covering and uploading a limited broadcast of a road game. Senior night from Thursday is up. You can check handoff to Rubio, breaking tackles and a nice shoestring tackle.
This is great with the
That was Lewis again. He's everywhere. Holmes in the area as well, along with Ralston, who's still playing out a stretch of his career. Shattuck, Sizemore, Blomgren round out the defense besides the line. Hawkins, Barabalt, Haggard remains in there, along with Krasno. And
Haggard is a fun last name.
it is, and he's going to do big things, no doubt. And the volleyball team, check out any of those live streams we did, Sonoma, Annalee, and Senior Night. And then the golf team, as that passes incomplete, they won SCL Cooper.
They did indeed. I'm very proud of all of them.
Yeah, Lily.
There's Lily's in our.
Right, Lily Catarzoli in Trojan Live is the star of that team. But the key this year was the 4 other players on that squad that were maybe a little newer. They stepped it up. I know Olivia Zimmerman, Maddie Weber. I can't remember the other 2, but they've. Would you stop? Anyways, they did a really well job, and they went undefeated, won SCL, and they, as Mendina has an open man, and it's in a no dropped. Oh, Robert Holmes had it in his hands. It was going to be the pick he remembered for the rest of his life, and it went right through his hands. Oh, well, a strong player that transferred from St. Vincent's last year. It was really appreciative of how the Trojan community picked him up. It'll bring up a 4th down and 10. As we are about 6 minutes left, 56-14. The 56-21, excuse me, the score from the 44. And the golf team will be Monday. Will be at NCS. We're excited to see how they do there. They're going to be facing some tough competition there.
I think Lily will definitely pull through.
Sarah Jane never made state. Her sister, who was also a star golfer, graduated last year. We'll see if Lily can do different. And who knows what the team can do. They were so dominant in SCL, but this is going to be a different level of competition down in the East Bay. Give to Rubio nowhere to go. I'm sorry, this was 3rd down, so now it brings up a 4th. And the tennis team was competing at SCLs Thursday and Friday, and Kim Garcia had a strong run. She was named SCL Player of the Year. She fell in the singles final to a transfer student from Healdsburg. It's really outstanding. But she, I believe, she still qualifies for NCS, and she should have a long run. That's next week, and I think not sure if any of the doubles teams qualified for NCS. We might see them there too. But the team finished 2nd overall, and they had a strong season. So those are your 4 fall sports. And then on the varsity level, passes incomplete from Mendiza. Freshman football team, Trojans will take over. Yeah, freshman football team wrapped up their season Thursday. Fell to Rancho, but there's some talent there. I think they finished 3-4. Had a strong year. They had a lot of games canceled due to fire and heat and stuff. So they had to fight through that varsity. The varsity team did. Obviously, we're watching varsity football team. Mentioned the JV football team. The highlight was the victory over Annalee. They a little struggle at the end of the year, but they were really banged up and injured. And then JV volleyball had a strong year. I know they beat Sonoma at least once, and I think Annalee at least once. So there'll be some talent going up to varsity next year. Powers has entered the game, and here is Alex Sanchez spanking a tackle, and he will score. Touchdown, senior Alex Sanchez. And we talked about something that someone will remember, and look at the students running out, the teammates running out to greet Sanchez. That, I believe, was his first high school varsity touchdown. It comes in his final home game. That's really nice for Sanchez to see. He's a defensive tackle on defense. He just had 3 carries, 14 yards, was on JV last year, hasn't gotten much action, but he gets a really nice run there. He is really strong in the weight room, and you saw it there. He squats 360 pounds. Deadlifts 280, benches 180. So, yeah. Who knows? Might be a weightlifter. Maybe he can join, I believe it was Justin Solazano, as Hagia kicks it through, who's going to major in ornamental horticulture. If you heard that on the senior ceremony, maybe he should lift up the Christmas trees for him. According to Laura, who's our expert on this, it's as we welcome you back, it's making ornaments on like a Christmas tree.
Why does it have such an abstract name?
You know, it's like for Lars, who's the water guy, they gave him like executive water rehydration specialist. you just want to get spice up the name so you sound like you're a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
It's an important job nonetheless. What would we do without ornaments? There you go. It sounds like an important name, and it probably doesn't matter at all.
It is. It's somebody who like puts the patient to sleep in surgery and then breathes for them. Like
We could do without. No, just kidding.
you know, just they don't have to breathe during the.
Yeah, it might be necessary. It might.
Yeah. Just
Hog, get ready to kick it away again. And the Trojans have gone over 60 points, which is the first time all year they've done that. 63-21. And Alex Sanchez will cap it off with that nice run. So all the seniors doing a great job. After the game, talk with Coach Chris and a couple players, stars of the game. If we do not get that on our broadcast, and watch out, here goes Mendoza again. Can Hogya make the tackle on him? Yes, he can. Good job by Daxton Hogya. Last time he was really in the open field at the end of the first half, and Mendoza juked him out of his shoes. It's all right. This time, though, he's on the sideline. Hogya was able to force him out. So Elsie will get good field position as they wind down this one. And
how many minutes left?
we have under 4.
Oh, wow.
And missed the freshman volleyball team. They're young, but they had a good season too, I heard. So that's all your fall sports teams. Fall sports are winding down, and we are going to – oh, and then I forgot the team I'm on, which I always do. There is a cross-country team at this school, and I'm actually on it. They had a good win on Wednesday.
Are you like
No, I'm on JV. I could focus better if Jamie and Matt weren't flirting, but it is going to be first out for Mendoza and the Lobos. Looking downfield, this is a jump ball and intercepted. It was Trey Davis, who doesn't get too much playing time, who got the pick. And he's holding the ball. You can tell he's a little emotional, Cooper. These are some of the seniors who are getting highlights and don't get a lot of playing time, and it's really sweet for them to get an opportunity like this.
Yeah, they're probably regretting it now.
What?
Letting them play, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a lot of. It's hard. This team is talented, and there were better seniors in front of them at points, but They are making the most of their high school athletic career, and they might not have football in their future, but it's going to be something you're going to remember as a team and this whole thing for the rest of your life. Woolward has re-entered his final home. I'm sorry, it is still Powers. Up the middle, battling his way forward. This will be Sanchez once again. He's getting a good look. So as we mentioned, yeah.
Can you turn up my gain so they can actually hear me?
I'd appreciate if you guys stopped water bottle flipping.
What?
Oh, your mic's been all the way down.
Yeah, I know.
So you might have not been able to hear anything Cooper said. We have an injured Lobo, so we hope he is all right. Clock is stopped at 2:21, but we're starting to wind it down. Jamie is just causing so many problems. Anyways, hope the Lobo is okay. It's true she didn't. She did a
I
good
didn't
job
either.
most of the time. Anyways,
Yeah.
oh, he was on the Max Preps roster. I can see if I can pull it up on my iPad.
Yeah. Huh? It's fine.
So
I'm
the Lobo
fine.
is okay, and that is good to see.
Very good.
Number 33 was not Carter Lewis. That was just my guess. I'm not guessing on everybody. Don't worry. It was actually a player brought up from JV. It was. We will get the number in just a moment. And by the way, girls volleyball competed in a tournament today, and they did a good job. They defeated Clayton Valley Charter twice, and they were 2-2. So played some good teams and did a good job. So fall sports will start November the
Winter sports?
winter.
Or fall?
Thank you.
Yeah.
November the 5th, and there's a lot of excitement. Girls soccer has been moved there, so we are looking forward to that. I think. I'm guessing that it's number 33 is Lucas Cheetah because there's two 32s on here. I'm guessing it's Lucas Cheetah. No? Okay. Then I don't know who it is. I tried. Not sure who it is. So, Elsie will take. No, I'm sorry. It is still Trojan football.
There he go. Oh,
Handoff.
Oh.
That was Sanchez again. A solid pickup. So, girls soccer moved to the winter, so that will be this year along with boys soccer.
Is boys soccer in winter?
Yep.
Really?
Both teams are pretty young, so I don't know huge expectations.
Where are they gonna play soccer? Over by
Here-
Prince Park or
Here,
whatever.
so this will be this will be the home field for soccer, but a lot last year due to the rain for boys soccer, the field was unplayable.
Yeah.
So they played at Lucchese a lot, or they played at Prince Park. A nice catch and
You call it Lucchese?
Lucchese. There's Lucchese and Prince. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are different parks.
I don't know what to call it, so.
Clock is running down. Trojans don't have to take another snap. This is going to wrap up their home season. Boys and girls varsity basketball, both teams should be good. We're going to be live streaming that. Don't miss it. For everyone at all of these at these all football games all season long, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Stand by for interviews. Clock is running down. Trojans are going to defeat Elsie Allen with a final score of 63-21. They roll. All right, let's get ready for interviews. I can take mine. Okay, so that's Cooper's mic. So you can turn. So we're gonna head downfield and grab interviews. And why do we need the shirt box? All right, I'll let you deal with it. Can I head? Well, if I head down on the field, can they still hear me talking down there? You don't know if it goes that long? I'm anchor 2, yeah. So they can still okay. Do you want me to bring anything down there? Okay. And I need help, so I need other people to come down there too. And we need to go quickly because I'm guessing there's not going to be a long post-game shoot. Yeah, you can start taking it down. Actually, leave it up though for now. Actually, take down the scoreboard cam. Okay, can you come down? Because I don't know. Okay. Take your mic too. So we're going to head on downfield and try to get interviews to work. It's been a wonderful stay here at CASA for all of these games and an emotional senior night. And the Trojans did not have a problem with Elsie Allen. They were happy to win. Did you figure out who 33 was?
33 was
Luis Lanzalo was the number 33, the player making all the plays. Called up from JV, so we did mention there were a few players in JV that were playing today. And then there's going to be about 10 eligible for the NCS game. We will learn a week from Sunday who that opponent is for the Trojans, but it will likely be on the road, and they will hope that will not be the final game of the season for them, as this talented squad looks for an NCS victory, something they could not get last year. They did 2 years ago, a home victory against Nevada before a heartbreaking loss in the quarters to Rancho. But here tonight, the Trojans came strong from the opening whistle. Garrett Freitas had a strong return. And a couple. And they could. Enough. Team is huddling and. Oh, and then we need someone to stay up there to make sure the camera's actually working. Oh. Quick, go. Oh, and then. Yeah. And then I'm thinking we can try to move out the camera as far as possible so they don't have to walk as far.
Oh no, remember it's a wireless mic.
No, I mean for the camera. It is very cold on the field here, folks. I was upstairs.
I know.
Feels colder down here. Emotional night, homecoming and senior night all wrapped into one. A lot of supporters came out, and a lot of fun events on the Saturday night. So we head into November. We talked about the fall sports basketball, and basketball should be good. Also wrestling. SCL champions last year. They returned almost all their stars. They should be very good again. We're going to get the downfield cam on for you in just a moment. So stay right here. And then do not want to miss the NCS game. We'll be on the road covering it and posting on our channel soon after it happens. So don't be worried. You will not. If you can't make it to wherever it is, and it could be a little far away, we will try to make sure that we can cover it. So don't go anywhere. Interviews are coming up. The players are remaining in the huddle, and we're having to get our technology all sorted out. We'll hear with Coach Christ, and we'll talk to a few of the seniors who are here tonight, who played their final home game. And certainly an emotional night for them. So Matt, are the mics all ready for how we're gonna? So I'm gonna interview this mic.
Yes.
Can they hear me through this now? You don't know. So let's see, and then can they hear through this? Can they hear? They can hear through that. They're gonna. And they're going to be able to hear through this mic?
Yes.
Oh, and then it's connected through that. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Let's bring, and then could we bring it out, like, a little farther? Whoa. Did you get a battery? Okay, cool. So don't go anywhere. We're still getting through. You could fast forward a minute or two through in the video. Interviews, the team is just wrapping up, so we're going to grab those. It should be just another minute or two. And then tell them to switch onto this cam.
Here's this. Alright, I'm just going to talk to this. Alright, so can they see me now?
Yes.
Can I grab a player to interview?
Wait a second, hold on.
Alright, you. Testing.
Are you cold?
Yes! Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to grab a player in just a minute. Actually, why don't you test it? I need to grab the player.
Yes, okay.
Alright.
How is he shivering and I am not? Hello! Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Do you want to just call me when you're ready to go?
Yeah.
You're giving her a ride too. Hello!
You're right, I got you.
As far as you can bring it out, bring it up.
Hello! Testing, 1, 2, 3. How long do I have to say this?
It's fine. But we're done.
Whoa, it's empty. Fingers are trying to purple.
Where's Griffin Epstein?
He's in orange.
There he is, Detective Griffin.
Angel Griffin. He's so grown up. No.
Hey, can you see us down here?
Do you want me to ring him?
Make sure you hold down the bun.
I don't think he understands.
I don't think he does either. Wait.
Do you want me to ring him?
Hey Cooper, if you hear this,
wave your hand above your head if you can see and hear us.
Here, I'm gonna head up. I'll be right back. Can you see the camera? Why are you flashing us?
Oh.
I
was like, what?
Telling you that I can.
That's not the kind of flashing that comes to
Okay,
my mind.
cool. Thanks.
Woo! I can bring them if you want. Shouldn't have taught me.
Go ahead.
No.
Or you would JV do it. Alright, here we go. Interview time.
All right, we recording? All right, we go to the frame. All right, here with Isaiah Blomgren, senior night after the Trojans victory, and you had a really strong night today. Really strong defensive plays, and you also had 2 touchdowns. What did this all mean on senior night?
I mean, senior night, I just had a mentality. I came out here, just really wanted to give it my all. It's the last home game here at Casa Grande. Not exactly home, but it's close enough. And honestly, I just put all my effort into it. Had some good throws from my quarterback. Kept my head up and started running.
And the secondary looked really strong tonight. This was certainly a weakness earlier in the season. How is that part of the defense improved?
This game was really good. We let up some points, but they didn't throw any deep balls, so we're getting ready for Annalee by padding our defense and making sure our corners keep their chill and keep their cool.
NCS is coming up. You guys have worked for that for a long time now, and what are you going to play?
NCS is coming up. We don't really have any different mindset. All we know is we're going to be playing some really good teams. We're just going to go into it like any other week. We don't really know who we're playing yet. We won't know until next Sunday, so this week for all the different options that we got.
Thank you, Isaiah.
Thank you.
All right. All right, now we're going to get the entire O-line. Stop recording. Can you stop recording so I can get in 2 different ones? And then start recording again. All right, is everyone in? Zoom out. All right, we're trying. All right, why don't we have the whole O-line, starting O-line, introduce yourselves.
I'm Xavier Christ. Oh, yeah. Not even
Okay, here we go.
I'm Xavier Crysdale. I'm the O lineman.
I'm Nick Simbita. I'm the right guard.
Jacob Cebulski,
It was your final so-called home game.
we bring the whole pile home. I don't know. It's kind of blasphemy to call this home. We like hitting people. We like raising blood and hitting people really hard. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm a Christian and. Okay.
What he said.
Yeah, what he said.
All right, you guys learned from the varsity team from last year. How important was that in building a chemistry and really working as one?
You got this one. Luke.
Oh, okay. Well, all of us seniors, man, took I don't know what to say. Like,
it takes